Is the wisdom. What you believe? Mm, amen. Hmm. Oh, who's in there, man? Yeah. Hello, ¿cómo estás, people? The show is late to the party, man. Mm-mm-mm. Well, it's only been 3 minutes, 4 minutes about. That's what it is. Don't know where everybody is, but yeah, it's whatever. Yeah. Looking at what's up? Looking at okay. Looking at your mental health awareness video and got some great clips. Too bad screen recording is a no go with Discord. Is it for real? You can't screen record? That sucks. Well, as long as y'all, like I said, if you put it in there, the timestamps, so you can clip them or whatever, I can always go through them and take them and, you know what I'm saying? Just clip it from there. Because what I'm about to do, man, I'm about to invest in some more hardware where I can start putting all my storages and stuff on. So I'll just start putting like backup disk on there and just start uploading to over there. You know what I'm saying? Um, that'll be good. You know what I mean? So yeah, you don't necessarily have to screen record. Like I said, just if you can stamp it or if you can put a clip in there, I can go ahead and click on the official thing. Then it'll take me to where it starts. Then I can clip for how long it needs to be. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, most of these ain't gonna be more than like 30 seconds to a minute. Maybe some might be like 2, 3. So yeah, I know what's up with this, but I have to figure out why it's doing that. Um, let's go for a walk, man. Let's go on the trail again. It's nice and sunny out. It's day out. That's it. Got that sun out here. But now I want to take the best of the mental health awareness clips, motivational stuff like that. Start posting stuff like that. Again, I'm gonna come out with a whole platform where it's just Simply Steve is gonna continue. The name of Simply Steve is gonna continue. It might go by a different alias, but as far as doing this platform, that's why I'm saying we're not gonna be on this platform. I'm gonna start a whole nother YouTube where I'll post that. You know what I mean? I just want my name off of this one, man. I don't want to be tied to this channel. This channel more. But the stuff that I'm doing is still gonna continue. Y'all. I'm still doing like snippets, and that's what most of these live streams are, man. Is just extra content to turn into short form content, which could turn into the next couple of years. You know what I'm saying? And as long as my live streams are, oh my gosh, man, like them could be. You can clip 4 things from one live stream, and that's 4 different content pieces. So ain't no telling how much you could take out of an 8-hour live stream. You know what I mean? Um, so we'll see. What's up, man? What's good with you? Uh, what can I listen to your beats? What kind of beats you looking for? I like to fool my clientele, man, because looking for serious clientele only, man. There's so many people that been coming to me want stuff and they act like they don't act like they want to go through with it. But look, yeah, I don't know what's up with that clip, but I haven't seen it myself because I was trying to clip something too. Because I heard something, I think, on my piano. It was something I was watching. I was trying to stamp it and I didn't see it. So I don't know what's going on with these idiots unless they don't remove the clip. And you know what I'm saying? Like YouTube just tripping. So I don't know. But like I said, you can just timestamp or just find I don't know, just find a way to throw it in there. I don't know. Something. Yeah. I be trying to get people on this stuff in advance, man, because I know like stuff be changing, you know what I'm saying? Like YouTube be changing. They're gonna take some of these features away, you know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be hard to do stuff and time stuff, you know what I'm saying? All that, you know what I'm saying? You don't feel the same. You don't feel the same, girl. Baby. But like I was saying, it's gonna continue. I'm gonna continue doing this. Just not over here. So that's why I'm like, get together, get these clips out the way. Just make some great content. You know what I mean? I can reach a bigger audience on TikTok. People love motivational stuff on TikTok. I don't know if YouTube is really like good for that. Or at least, what I'm doing now. Just everything that I'm doing is good. It's just when it's tied to this little raggedy platform, it just doesn't really do as good. So that's why I'm like, maybe you just need to put it in, or maybe you just need to put it somewhere else. So I could take so many clips from different live streams because again, it's motivational and it's funny. So I could take the funny side and then, what I'm saying? Like I was gonna continue doing like YouTube shorts, like little funny small YouTube shorts on here. And then I'm like, nah, I don't want to. Everything that I do, I'm just gonna put on the like the extra thing like that. So like maybe it's just best to just, start from scratch, you know what I'm saying? Just so that's why I said my new platform, I'm gonna have contents for years because I've been doing this for 2 years. So imagine all the stuff I can turn into 2 years worth of content. So that's gonna be great. So I won't really have to. It's gonna eventually get to a point where I'm gonna pay somebody to do it for me. So I don't have to, because I don't want to worry about that right now. I'm just telling people to get stuff ready for me now. So when I do focus on that wave, it's already there. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to do all of that right now, but that's why we try to tell people. I said, go ahead and do it for me. Because if you're not gonna do it, I'm telling people to do so. They can say, I want to do so, I want to do something. And I'm telling them to do it. And if you ain't gonna do it, then I'm gonna find somebody else to do it. Or if they can't do it, then if I gotta do it myself, then I don't want nobody else on it. I realize now I'm just like, if I gotta do all the whole work, you don't get the benefit off the feast. Like I don't want people on it. So that's why I haven't told people certain stuff that I'm doing because I had to do all of that by myself. So, ain't no need to try to come and see it now. Nah, take this opportunity serious because you just might get a job from it. I might just give you a job. So not just the job is in do it for me out of good grace. Like I might actually pay you to do this. That's what I'm saying. Like I be trying to tell people I'm trying to make jobs, man. I be trying to make career paths or something. You know what I'm saying? A little extra income, a little extra gas money. You know what I'm saying? Like all you're doing is just doing something for me. But I don't think people really take that part serious. And I'm like, well, if I gotta do it by myself, why am I gonna pay you? I ain't gonna give you nothing. So because eventually I want somebody to kind of do my edits for me. You know what I'm saying? I enjoy doing them, and you know, I can't edit everything. Like with my affirmation stuff, like I really would love for. And I got friends that's doing it in the future, but uh, I would love for somebody to, kind of take that over for me, like to where they post it. I don't want to post it. I don't want to make them. You know what I mean? Like making them every day in the morning. I don't want to do that. You know what I mean? Like I want somebody to do it for me. You know? But I know people are not available right now, and then some people just don't care. I'm like, well, if you don't, then if I do it all by myself, don't be a part of what I'm doing. Don't ask me what my stuff is. Because again, I ain't gonna tell you if I gotta do it by myself. I might as well just do it all by myself. Well, again. Uh, I'm glad y'all do. I had a harder servant and do what I'm telling you. So I ain't got to. Be nice to already have stuff already pre-done or whatever. Well, again, that's no time soon. That's why I said I'm not thinking about that right now. That's eventually. As I said, we got another 2 months with this one. So all the content I'm gonna come off with that, and that time I'm gonna take a break because again, of course, we ain't doing this one no more. So you know what I'm saying? It ain't like oh yeah, I got a live stream today. Oh, I'm gonna go say what's up to the people. Like I ain't doing that. So you don't have nothing but time, man. I get to make time for everything else that I want to do now. And that's what I'm loving in my life now, man. My life is just consists of the free time of what I want to do, like what I'm thinking about and what I'm supposed to be doing. So um, it's gonna feel good, man. You know what I'm saying? Taking a break permanently from this little crappy regular channel. That's why I say y'all 2 months can't come by fast enough. I can't come by fast enough. I gave y'all my word, so I'm gonna keep it. But if it was up to me, I probably stop today. You know what I'm saying? But I thought there'd be a time where you would get tired, like you would never get tired of your live stream. Yes, you do. You really do, man. It gets old. So I don't walk in this area so much. I've been living up here for 2 years now. I don't walk in this area so much. I'm tired of seeing it all, man. I'm tired of living where I'm living at. I'm tired of doing this. I'm tired of seeing the same scenery. You know what I'm saying? It's great, but it's overplayed. Like I do this every day. You know what I'm saying? So seeing this is nothing new to me. You know what I'm saying? Like I still haven't even been all around the city yet, man. I've been here for 3 years. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, it's great that I live in one of the greatest parts of the city, but I didn't just come here just to be stuck here. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to still do more. So on book flights, man, and buy plane tickets and, you know what I'm saying, go do stuff, you know what I'm saying? I'm tired of being feeling like I'm held down by the basis in society and just, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of people are doing that now, man. I know some people at my church that's doing that. They've been working so hard, man, that they have to take their sabbaticals, man. You know, some of them I've been there. The church is now like 4 years old, you know what I'm saying? And so some of them have been there since day one, you know what I'm saying? And so they've been just doing stuff every single week. And so the woman, Dominic, she's cool. Shout out to her. Her and her husband, he's the drummer, you know what I'm saying? Like we switch, we rotate, you know what I'm saying? But they've been doing it since the beginning, you know what I'm saying? And so now they gotta eat, like they said, they married and they got a kid, you know what I'm saying? I think they got a kid or two. And so they want to focus on just being parents. He just opened up a coffee shop business, you know, and she's doing her thing with her music career. So they just take a step back, man, and doing their own thing. So the pastor, he always acknowledges people. He's just like, he said, they're not leaving. It's just you won't see them as often because now they're taking their little sabbatical, you know what I'm saying? Like they're not gonna do the music no more. They're not gonna really do that stuff. They need a long break. So that's why I said everybody's doing that now. Everybody's just like, look, I need some time, man. I need some time to, myself. And I'm like, I need that too. Like, bro, I'm tired of the same repetitive stuff. You know what I mean? So I need some time, you know what I mean? But uh, let's need to take it slow. Let me go to speed. Yeah, it's just a good 2 months, man. I'm gonna have it myself. But, so that's why I said I'm doing one every day, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing one every day because I got some time, you know. Um, because what I'm about to focus on is not gonna be this. You should see all the YouTube channels I have linked uh to my account. You know what I'm saying? And this one's like right in the middle. And I'm just like, I dread seeing this one every day. So I'm like, well, once I get rid of this one, I can focus on everything else, man. The rest of them, you know what I'm saying? Two of them I don't really use right now, no more. Uh, and the other ones I like basic music and stuff like that. But uh, this one is the one got to go. This channel got to go. You know what I mean? Fast. So like but as I said, man, everybody taking their little time and their little breaks. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Um, I've been wanting to do that, man, but last year I was not in the place to do that, and I was just working so hard and transitioning job and stressed out about stuff, you know what I'm saying? Because I was working too hard, man. I had like like 7 business ideas just doing stuff, you know. And so I didn't really know what rest is. I'm like, bro, yeah, I'm still kind of tired, man, because all I ever did was just stay up and work. I did this for like a year and a half straight. And that's why that anxiety had came in, man, because I just kept working myself, man. I kept doing that. And I remember I was like, men would work themselves to death, man. We would do stuff like that. So that's why I said I thought that I was just lazy because I was feeling tired all the time and I was taking naps. I'm like, nah, dude, you you exhausted yourself for a whole year and a half. You need time to rest. You know what I'm saying? So that's important. Why God said get rest, man, because like I know what we be doing. We just do too much. So that's why I'm like, just take your time, man. Ain't no wrong with taking your time and taking it slow. Staying out the way, getting out, going doing something. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said vacations. That's why everybody has a vacation yearly or paid time off because they know, man, like people that just keep trying to get all this money and then they stress out about bills. They know, like, you need some time off. That's why some of them, hopefully, they still doing some of these jobs. But when you get off, they'll pay you. They'll still be paying you for your paid time off, right? Like your sick hours or whatever. Like, even if you ain't sick, they tell you to use your sick hours so they can get them out the system, because you pretty much have to. Um, and they still pay you. And that's why I said it feels good to know that I ain't got to come to work today and I still got backup money getting paid, whether it's just for 4 hours, 5 hours, whatever, you know. You ain't never had to tell me, boy, this nigga over here. I took all my sick time. Like, bro, every time I had sick time on the roster, I did not want to come in. I said, well, I'm using that. Paid time off, I'm using that. And like, I had all of that. Vacation time, I'm using that. I said, no, what I'm gonna do is I said, I already requested my vacation. I said, I'm gonna go ahead and I said I'll be gone for like a couple of days or a week or so. I went ahead and took the vacation. Then I would come back and take my vacation hours. So I would have pretty much 2 vacations, you know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta tell me not to use company time, boy. I'm listen, it's there. Well, I look for it every day. I was like refreshed, like I think every 6 months. I said, shoot, I need that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, I understand like rest is important, man. You gotta make sure you take that rest because we'll hurt ourselves. So I'm just at a season in my life, man, where I'm still working hard, but I'm still resting, still taking time. And that is one of the best things you can do, man. So doing this platform is work. That's what y'all don't know, man. This is really work. Because at one time I was doing the beats and then the piano, then the ambient, and the talking to y'all in the vlogs and then just live streams, all of it. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was just too much. I don't like it, you know. And so, like I said, on top of that, I was working and, doing side jobs too, you know what I'm saying? So I was working with the homies and being a part of these organizations. And then, like I said, we was doing church ministry and traveling back and forth to Louisville, you know what I'm saying? I'm still doing that, like still doing that too. Um, but you just get tired. That's why I said, like, bro, I was getting tired quick, you know what I mean? And, on top of that, you know what I'm saying? You got to pay bills and, you know what I'm saying? It's just, oh, you just get tired of thinking about all of it. Like, bro, I'm just not even thinking about this right now. So taking a break, nothing wrong with that, boy. That is well deserved. I honestly believe it is well deserved. So that's why I come out here on these trails now and just take a breather. You know what I'm saying? I was taking a breather, relaxing. Um, you know, and sometimes it feels wrong because I'm just like, nah, man. I'm so used to working, so used to just pumping myself every day. I'm like, bro, you know what, man? I'm not gonna work myself to death just to get somewhere. I don't worked hard enough. We somewhere where it's good, we stable. Let's enjoy that. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause let God do the rest. Let it work. You know what I mean? So, so that's what I need. So that's why I said, yeah, I get a live stream every day. See, last year I was doing it because I guess I was just bored too, and then it was just we was still building something, so I was working over here. But I'm like, now I'm doing a live stream almost every day because I'm letting y'all just enjoy these final 2 month moments. You know what I'm saying? Because now we ranking in new people. We bringing in a new audience over here. You know what I'm saying? That I'm adding to what else are we doing in the future. So you know, I would hate to be the type person that do like 4 last live streams and you ain't said nothing within like 2 3 months, and people didn't even know you was leaving. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm like, no, I'm gonna do this almost every other day or so. You know, let y'all see what's up and add to the platform because I know people want to be a part of that. But right, so that's why I say I get to come out here and just enjoy this, man. Enjoy nature. You know what I'm saying? I really asked myself what I wanted in life. I said, do you want to keep slaving yourself? Do you want to keep being part of the system? You know what I'm saying? Or you want to talk a lot? You want to keep talking too much, or do you want to really do something? You keep saying you want to travel, but I said you keep putting yourself in a position where you can't do that. And I'm like, doing some of the things that you're doing and occupying your time doing something else. I said that's gonna ruin your chances for doing anything you want. And so I'm just like, I want to just start doing better, man. I want to start doing more. So it's nice to think about this stuff, man. Think about what I'm saying, future references and whatnot, what I want out of life. I'm getting ready for the next chapter in life. So, um, not unfortunately, very fortunately, this platform is not part of it. You know what I'm saying? It helped me get to where I needed to get to. It did have a lot of good outcome from it. But I'm thinking about it, man. Back when I used to live at the old apartments, you know what I'm saying? That's when I used to do live streams like every other day, almost every day for real. And before I was walking in these nice little luxury areas, I was living somewhere where it wasn't like bad, but it wasn't luxury like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be walking outside, you know what I'm saying? I'll be walking up the block or around the apartment complex. I was always just somewhere walking, you know what I'm saying? Across the street, you know what I'm saying? I was like always going to that little Chinese restaurant spot over there because they was like set up real nice. Uh, and then even that little gym, that little workout park, you know what I'm saying? That's where I took my infamous videos at, you know what I'm saying? Like, because that was the workout park I would go to after I got off work, or even sometimes before work, and I would just do some workouts, or you know, I would go around the track, the little running track. That's where y'all would see my first videos there. You know what I'm saying? And um, that same video I did with Daddy, all of them, man, like they was all over there. You know what I'm saying? So I was always in that area because it was like right up the street from where I live, literally up the street. So I was always over there. But it gets to a point where it's just like I think about how long ago some of those streams. I'm like, man, that was 2 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Well, not even officially 2 years ago, because like I said, next month to make it official 2 years ago, you know what I'm saying? Like, well, official, my first video dropped 2 years ago, you know what I'm saying? But, uh, technically, you can say it's 2 years, technically 2 years ago. And it feels like a long time ago, and I'm like, and now I look 2 years later and I'm still doing this. I'm like, I don't wanna do this no more, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can understand why people wanna retire soon, you know what I'm saying? Because you don't wanna keep doing the same thing, like, you wanna take a break, you know what I'm saying? You working 30, 40 years of your life, man. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to keep doing the same thing for forever. So eventually you want to retire. You know, some people have joy out of it, but you know, I don't think I'll ever be able to retire music because that's just something that I'm just gonna do to the day I die. You know what I'm saying? The day Christ come back. You know what I'm saying? That's just some stuff is just instilled in us to, you know, until we go. You know what I mean? Because as you see, how many rappers and singers you don't heard they would announce their retirement and then they come right back to doing music because they can't retire from it. You can't retire from something that you just it's just in you. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, but I look back at it, I'm like, man, I've been doing this for a long time. Like, I'm very tired of doing this. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's up, man? What's good with you, bro? Yeah, you Ace brother, right? Yeah, I meant to get back with your text, bro. As soon as I text you, I went live, right? If you, that should be you, right? Whew. Oh man. But yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? So as much as I love sitting down doing the music, I'm like, bro, sometimes I just want to get up and get out. That's why y'all see me outside now most of the times on these streams, because you be indoors all day. You know what I'm saying? I love sitting at the computer doing music all day, but I'm like, sometimes you just like, bro, I need to get up and get out, man. That's why I said touch grass. Don't be a weirdo. Go touch grass, man. Concrete or something. You know what I mean? Yeah, I got you, bro. Yeah, no worries, man. No worries. Um, you always happen to text people, man, right when I before I go live, and then people be texting me, and then like my TikTok and all my social media platforms will be going off, and I'm like, oh yeah, I was supposed to text like Checos, you know what I'm saying? And be like hours since I checked any messages, man. I'm like, oh dang, I was supposed to respond to people, you know what I mean? But but yeah, sometimes around this time of day, as y'all can see, like it's like the sun is kind of like setting. I love this time of day, like the sun kind of like dawnish or so, like it's kind of like going down sunset type. Just come outside and walk, man. You know what I'm saying? I love the detox, man. That's why I said like I be loving to get out the crib a lot, man. And if it ain't 100,000 degrees in San Antonio, you know what I'm saying? Like you want to go outside and just enjoy it because you don't want to be inside all the time, man. That stuff is it's overplayed. It gets annoying, you know. I don't want to do that, you know. So I just been thinking, man, about some new waves and new steps in life that I'm about to start taking, man. Y'all gonna see, you know what I'm saying? But see in about 2 months, you know what I'm saying? The trellis P, I need to get out. Yeah, man, I need to get back to Texas. And it's peaceful, man. That's why I enjoy coming out here. Just having fun, man, and you know, networking with people and you know what I'm saying, just doing what I love doing. That's what it's about, you know what I'm saying? So I miss stuff like this, you know what I'm saying? Just getting out, touching grass and whatnot. Because like I said, it's good to be in the house with air conditioning, but I'm like, but bro, like for how long? You know what I'm saying? We sitting in front of the TV all day. Like, bro, y'all notice we be like, I feel like we wasting our life. Our days are going by so fast now. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it was just New Year's, and now we almost in like daggone June, bro. Like 6 months into the year. I'm like, man, it was just New Year's though. That's crazy. So I'm like, stuff is just going by too fast. And that's why I said, I'm like, nah, I refuse to give another month of my time, man, wasting it doing nothing, sitting in front of the computer, a TV screen, not progressing, not getting nowhere, dealing with niggas and dealing with weird people. Like, I'm just not doing it. That's why I said I ain't dealing with no more Negroes, no more. I ain't doing it, man. Cause I'm just like, you waste your time, man. 2 years I've been dealing with niggas on a platform I don't even want. You know what I'm saying? You know how they say the definition of insanity is doing the same thing and expecting a different result. I'm like, well, why you keep doing the same thing? You low key insane. You feel me? So I said, how about you just cut the head off the snake? Just do that. And then that way you'll be a lot better. You know what I'm saying? How y'all doing? I said, but you'll do a lot better. I enjoy doing my stuff over there. You know what I'm saying? I enjoy doing anything elsewhere. You know what I mean? It's gonna feel good one day not to pick up his phone and go live no more. I done retired, bro. Like it feel good. You know what I'm saying? Channel's still gonna be up. You know what I'm saying? People still want to watch the videos till I put them on Patreon. Cause you're still making money off of it. You still monetize. So you still gonna make some money off of it. But I mean, eventually, I don't care about the money. You know what I'm saying? It's just, it was never really about that. It was about just the betterment of my life, betterment for people. You feel me? Hmm. I'm tired of this, man. So that's why I said I just want to do something different, man. That's why I said it feels good to catch a plane, man. Catch flights. You know what I'm saying? Catching flights, not feelings. And catching flights, not niggas. Honestly, man. I said that's what you want to start doing for a living, man. Most people get paid to travel for a living. My boy, he's over in Oklahoma. He get to work over there for a whole month just because he can. You feel me? Like that's why I say you want to be able to travel all over the world, man, and do what you love doing for a living, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like this is what we've been working. I can't say we. I don't know about y'all, but this is what I've been working hard for. You know what I'm saying? And now that it's able to happen, I'm gonna start taking it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said I'm not taking no raggedy, dusty nothing, man, until this year, until the next year, until the next month, the next week, daggone. Like, bro, you feel me? Like, I was like, nah, man, I want the best of the best. We build in a community, let people go over and do what they want. You know what I'm saying? And eventually, I just be unbothered, man. I ain't trying to be bothered with everybody. You feel me? As I said, everybody come over on our Discord. If you in there, then you lucky. Don't get thrown from there. That's all I'm saying. Like, don't be a weirdo, so I don't have to throw you. Because after that, that's it. You ain't gonna be on nothing else. It ain't gonna be this channel no more. We ain't gonna be over here no more. So that's why I tell you, I said, look, man, if you got a platform where we all is, congratulations. If you want to be on a platform where we all are, you better come in and start running that mouth and talking in a good way. Don't stand there staring at me. And for you little freaks of nature who gonna try to add yourself when I put the link in here, this not y'all, this is stuff I be talking about. You don't just get to add yourself, dude. People came here for months. You know what I'm saying? People have been in here for weeks or a month or so. You feel me? That I told I was gonna personally add in there. You feel me? Like I said, not we ain't on that one gets it and everybody else get no. We all about if you labor for it, you can enjoy the harvest. If you didn't, then no, you can't. So so honestly, man, it's just a new wave. You know what I'm saying? It's a new wave I've been trying to be on for a minute. I'm I'm excited about that. So that's why I sound like, bro. Honestly, do you know what a person thing to do? Why you think everybody that gets into retirement, they just quit a job that they don't like or whatever? They doing better in life. Guess what they do? Get outdoors. They all want to go outdoors or go traveling. Just go away. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a fresh feeling. It's like, bro, imagine that you ain't got to get up at 5 a.m. no more. You've been doing that for the last 24 years. You feel me? And then you ain't got to do it no more. And you just get to have time to yourself. Guess what you do? Get up and just do what you want. Say, go wherever you want to. See wherever the wind takes you. You know what I'm saying? You can do whatever you want because you ain't got to go work no more. You know what I'm saying? And I feel good. You know what I mean? So I want to be able to have that type feeling where I don't have to worry about, you know, just, you know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to get up at 5 a.m. You've been doing that for 24 years and you still ain't used to it. You know what I mean? Mm. That's why I said my friend mama, man, she living her best life. She just like mama, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, not too long ago, she had she had lost her husband, you know what I'm saying? And so, he was, it's sad, you know what I mean? And then but that's my boy's stepdaddy. But his real daddy had died first, like months prior, you know what I'm saying? That's the one that I told you that he had called me and was like, "Hey man," he was like, "How'd your father die?" He was like, "Man," he said, "This don't make sense, man. How my father died. He died from the same thing that daddy died from." You know what I'm saying? And I told him, I said, that's the one I can have a conversation with. You know what I'm saying? Because he ain't freaking weird. Uh, you know what I'm saying? And so, his mom was like pretty much double her because there's still somebody in your life that you care about. You know what I'm saying? So, but she around the same age as mama, and his mama just retired. You know what I'm saying? She retired from the military. You know what I'm saying? So, she's she always traveling, just like mama do. I was just on the road doing what she want to do, you know what I'm saying? On, going overseas or wherever. I just seen today, he said, yeah, she in Cali. She's just everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Just traveling, having fun. And I said, that's what's up, man. You know what I'm saying? Because it feels good when you retire, you know what I'm saying? You just want to get out and do stuff. You feel me? Like I said, I've been to her house, but she got a nice house too. A beautiful house. That's why I said, boy, it make me want a house faster. You know what I'm saying? Big old house. You feel me? Like on the hills and stuff. I was like, oh yeah. I was like, "Hey man, ask your mama, can I come over here and stay the night?" Like, bro, hold on, bro. Nice house. And she nice, she'll let you. You know what I'm saying? She cool with you like that. You know what I'm saying? And she was like, "Yep, been working all them years, and now she get to retire, and now she get to just go enjoy life, do what she want to do." And I told her, "Hey," I said, "You and mama, man, I need to link you and mama up because y'all both are the same." I said, "Y'all act the same, bro." I said, y'all can be traveling buddies and stuff. Like y'all got the same type story. Cause mama lost daddy, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of the same story. You know what I mean? Phew, man, it's hot. Yeah, man. So but that's why I said like most people they want to like get out and just go do stuff. Cause when you retire, you're not just trying to stay in the house all day. Like, nah, man. That's why everybody, what's the first thing to do? Go on vacation. You know what I'm saying? I said, that's a good feeling, man. You ain't got to wake up and go work no more. That's why I said it's a good feeling knowing that you work so hard for something for a long time. And now that you finally have it, you don't have to feel stressed no more. Like most people are working years and years to get a house. You know what I'm saying? And so they working jobs. They don't like two, three different jobs. You know what I'm saying? And then the day of, they get a house. You know what I'm saying? They about to move in everything and stuff. And they moving all this stuff from the apartment away from everybody. You feel me? And they leaving an apartment complex to a house. And I know it's got to be one of the best feelings because, you know what I'm saying? All them sleepless nights, man, they was working hard and stressed. And you know what I'm saying? Just month after month, man, just working too hard, and they finally got the money to save up and, do that. And that's why I'm like, God, I want to do that too. Like, I'm tired of renting the crappy apartments, man. I'm tired of this, you know what I'm saying? So, but I understand a lot of people, man, it took them a while to get where they're trying to get to, you know what I'm saying? So, again, I'm not jealous. I ain't hating on nobody. But one day it's going to be you. It just takes time, you know what I mean? Bro, but it feels good, man, because like I said, you ain't got to wake up around nosy neighbors, man, that's right next door. You feel me? Got a crib to yourself. That you pretty much own, you know what I'm saying? Like, you still, of course, paying it off over the years, but you still own it. It's on your name, you feel me? And so that's why what do you think they gonna do? Do some housework, do yard work, you know what I'm saying? Like, feels good. They get their furniture in there, they get all they luxury stuff, you feel me? Everybody wants that stuff, you know what I mean? They'll work for a company for 25, 30 years, retire, they get their pension, all of that. So they set, you know what I'm saying? They good. They ain't gotta work for that company no more. They can go travel and retire, do whatever, you know what I mean? So but see, nowadays, that's why I said people nowadays are young. So they doing this stuff while they're young. You know what I mean? Like you ain't gotta wait 60 years old no more to get something. Like nowadays, the little young 20-year-old Negroes is the ones getting stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because again, they smart. Like the times have changed. So that's why I said this is a thing anybody can really do. So why y'all think I'm working so hard, boy? So I ain't gotta never do it no more. You feel me? So when I get my future wife, boy, baby girl ain't gonna have to work for nothing. She ain't gotta do nothing. Everything gonna already be there, be set. Say what you want to about it. That's reality nowadays. Definitely reality. Take my money and my wife and get away from you niggas. Man, me. Mm, mm. Was thinking about was thinking I would want to go on vacation a lot. Cause yeah. That's why I said do stuff while you young, man. Take your vacations now while you young. That's why I said, man, tell these little dumb jobs, like, hey dude, I got a life that's important. You be like, well, I don't know if my company gonna boy, take the time. Cause I'm gonna tell you now, because you're gonna stay there and work for them and they still gonna fire you or try to find some little stupid offense, they won't get rid of you. Like two years ago, I went to Miami, or not Miami, but but New Orleans with Mama, and I wasn't about to go because I was like, well, I had to work. He was working every day, and they was kind of strict about, like not just leaving and stuff. Like they was different from all these other jobs. They was so stupid, And so I was trying to be for real because I'm like, I'm trying to. It was a job you can make a lot of good money. It was a job in sales and stuff, so you can make a lot of good money. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the boss was only 24 years old. He was a 24-year-old white dude, man. He was smart. And so he was making bank, man. I mean, it was his company. He was starting his own thing, you know what I'm saying? And so he was teaching people about how to do the same thing. And I was serious about it. So I said, okay, I'm gonna lock in. But I was so stressed from that job. We was working too hard. And I said, nah, man, I'm going to Miami. Or not Miami, Orlando. Or not Orlando, daggone, shoot, New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? And like I said at the time, my light skinned friend, she was stressed out, man. She just had like two deaths in the family, you know what I'm saying? And she was stressed from just life. And so she had to get out of town too. And so we both left out of town around the same time. And I said, quite honestly, if it wasn't for that reason that she had to get out of town, I'd have told her to come to New Orleans with me and mama. I said, girl, come on over here. Shoot, get them. You feel me? 'cause she had FaceTime me in the airport, uh, while I was in the airport waiting on mama, and she had to go to, I think, Oklahoma, and then, like, back to Texas, somewhere in Texas. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm kinda like, "Man, you should just came to New Orleans for real." I said, "You know they're gonna think we went out of town with each other." I said, "Since we both didn't show up," I said, "They gonna think we went out of town because they already thought we had something going on." You know what I'm saying? But I remember that. I'm like, I came back because my job was really right up the street from the airport. You know what I'm saying? So literally right there. So went right to work once I got off the plane. You know what I'm saying? Trying to show them I was serious. Took my suitcase there and everything. Nigga still had a problem later that day. I said, okay, don't expect me to give my all no more. That really pissed me off because in my face, oh, it's all cool. Don't worry about it. Then they get on her case and some other girl case about something that they had an issue with me with. I said, okay, don't worry about you effeminated, masculated men. Don't worry about it. I said, I'm gonna show up to this job and not do jack. And guess what I did? I showed up and didn't do jack. And they sent us to certain places. And I said, guess what I did there? Not jack. Playing games on my phone. I went in a quick trip. I went into to Wawa or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Went in there, got some snacks, played games on my phone. And I'm like, since you want to treat us like this, I said, I ain't one of them women you gonna talk crazy to. I said, I ain't one of them. Because they was used to manipulating the women. That's what they did. And the women feeling bad, scared they gonna get fired. I said, nigga, fire me. I told every job fire me. I have not got fired from one job because they won't do it. Every single job, I told them, nigga, if you gonna fire me, and they wouldn't do it. Because they know how good of a worker you are. They be bluffing. I'm like, I don't be playing that. They realized they couldn't work with me. They something about them. I'm not a scary person, allegedly. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But they seem to be scared of me. They sure was scared to say anything to me. I'm like, you know why? Because I ain't no little small frail woman. That's why. A big black dude is in your face. You don't keep that same tone that you have with that little white girl or that little light skin. You know what I'm saying? So I said, yeah, I'll be doggone if I'm gonna give y'all another cent of my time. And then she had called me because he had called both of us to the office. And he said, hey, he said, I want you to think if it's something you really want to do. You know what I'm saying? Because again, I'm like, since y'all want to treat us like again, I'm not working hard. So guess what happened? Our numbers didn't go up. Everybody's numbers going down because they got tired of the job, how they was treating them. So they was trying to say, well, if your numbers don't get up to this, we're gonna fire you. I was like, well, then fire me then. I don't care. I said, boy, I want to go get unemployment. Nigga, do not care. I'm trying to stay at home and watch future cars and play video games all day anyway. I'm like, who cares? I'm like, I don't care. That was right when I started this channel when I was doing live streams every day with the music. I was like, I would rather just stay at home and just do the music. You know what I'm saying? I said, bro, I don't want to do this no more. I was already about to move into the place that I'm in now. So I was like, bro, go ahead and fire me so I can move all my stuff over there. I can get a job near there. You know what I'm saying? Because I have future plans of doing something else anyways. You know what I mean? And I said, if you're not going to be correct and pay me, then nigga, don't expect me to show back to this job. And so, because we were supposed to be doing something for like a kids outreach. It was like we do stuff for like the community. You know what I'm saying? But he had told us that day, me and the light skinned girl had told us that day, like, just go home and think about take like 2 days or so to think about it. You know what I'm saying? She called me within like a day later or 2 days. She's like, yeah. She said, if you go back there, they're gonna fire you. I said, what? She said, yeah, I just talked to them. They had just fired one of the girls. They made them all the money. Because again, that's how they do you. They use you to make the money and then they throw you away. You throw you away, you feel me? They top seller, which is some Mexican. They threw her away. Uh and then they had pissed off and they pissed off real bad too because they kept pressing her, man. She couldn't take it. She was emotionally like distraught. You feel me? And so they had threw her away. So she was like, I quit. You know what I'm saying? She quit. She was the life of the party. You know what I'm saying? Everybody liked her. When she quit, all the girls in the office quit because they realized her story, what she was saying, she was getting harassed by that dude. And that same dude was harassing all the other girls that have boyfriends and fiancés and stuff. And they quit too. You know what I'm saying? The other guy found out what they was doing. He quit. My Puerto Rican homie showed up to the office with his wife ready to fight. And then he quit. You know what I'm saying? I was the last one still there. And then like 2 days later, I quit. I was like, yeah, that's all I needed was icing on the cake. I just quit. And I'm like, I ain't doing this no more. So I was like, yeah, I'm not working for y'all no more. So that's why I told you, I said, don't ever let a job take you away from quality time from your family or life. Because as you see, you give them your all, you stress yourself out there and break your back, and look what they do to you. They have never, nor will they ever care about you. Hmm. Yeah, that's why I said, like, boy, if you gonna threaten me, nigga, threaten me. You gonna fire me? Go ahead and do it. Every job, I told him that. I said, bro. Fire me, man. Like, bro, I don't be bluffing. I'm like, bro, take me to the office and fire me so a nigga can go file for unemployment, dude. Y'all act like y'all hurting somebody. Like, boy, I get at least a couple months unemployment. They don't realize you got enough trace to know you can make backup money. I was making backup money too. Then after the 5 weeks, they was like they gonna stop paying base pay. They gonna pay you get pretty much get paid off commission. So that was like we're gonna pay you based off of your commission or whatever. But then that time they don't piss so many people off. Everybody was like, I ain't doing this no more. And I told him, I said, bruh, if y'all not gonna pay base pay no more, but y'all gonna do this to us, I'm like, well, then don't expect me to go out there and work. That's why they wanted us to make them a certain amount of money that day. I said, how about I make myself a certain amount of money that day so I ain't got to take out a cut from y'all. I can just keep the whole 400 instead of making you 400 and only get like 150 back. Like, no, I'm gonna take the whole 400 for myself. Why we working harder to make you money when we can work hard for ourselves to make us money and keep it all? The only people we would have to pay is taxes. That's it. We ain't got to pay nobody in middleman. We ain't got to do none of that. And then you see why everybody's starting their businesses because the only people they have to pay is the government. You know what I'm saying? They don't have to pay a middleman. They ain't got to pay the corporation. They just pay the government, they taxes. The rest of it they can keep because it's theirs. So I'm like, if I'm gonna do all the work, I might as well do all the work for something that I want. You know what I'm saying? That would make sense. Wouldn't that make sense? You know what I mean? Like, you want to get motivated quick? Go look at them YouTube videos where people are talking about they work from home. Go look at people that's doing their dream job. And they said, bro, I literally get to do what I love doing for a living. They said, bro, I get to stay at home all day and do this. I get to go to Rome and do this. You know what I'm saying? I get to go to Italy and do this. Be eating Belgian waffles in Belgium, wake up in the morning and do your job. Anywhere in the world. You feel me? Who wouldn't want to open up their laptop from Tokyo, man? What nigga trying to stay in North Dakota? Who wants to do that? I'm trying to tell people, boy, know what you got, boy, and go listen to God, man. He gonna give you a plan. You feel me? Like, hey, you better believe he doing it for me. I can't speak for you. He been doing it for a lot of people. I say, God, you gonna do it for me too, and he do it for me. And I said, hopefully, he do it for a lot more people too, if they can understand what I'm saying. You feel me? Understand what somebody trying to tell them. That's why I said, boy, there is no more time more important than God's time and family time. Don't ever let the job take you away from that. You do it for 30 years, man. You watching your kids grow up without you. You missing graduations and all type of important events, man, just for a job to lay a nigga off. Just when they feel like it ain't if you ain't work hard. Bro, everybody's getting replaced by daggone robots now, man. AI, cheap labor. You feel me? A lot of people are about to start losing their jobs, man. That's what y'all don't understand, y'all. Technology getting advanced and technology is taking people's jobs. So that's why everybody's like, you better know what you got, but you better have a trait of yours. They don't care because you worked there 35 years. Talking about a Burger King employee worked there for I think 25, 30 years, and they gave him a free, what was it, like a free gift card or something for 25 years of service? Nigga, are you serious? It was like a basic gift card, and something that was like lame, and people was like, bro, that's dumb. And so when people hear about how they don't treat their employees, guess what everybody does? Start a GoFundMe for that person, and then that person end up raising a couple of grand. You know what I'm saying? Which is good. Cause I'm like, bro, they gave you half their life, man. And look what you're doing to a Negro. You don't even treat them right. That's what we get. We make y'all billions of dollars. You want to give us a little crappy pizza party with these old little pyramid type pizzas? Like, bro, the pizzas be hard too. They don't even have no name brand pizza. I'm like, this is how y'all treat us. This is what we're worth to y'all. They were coming all the time. Congratulations, guys. We just made the company extra $100,000. I'm like, can we get an extra $100? Can we all get extra $100? Why y'all bragging to us like for the company, nigga? For my paycheck. That's what I'm here for. But they was talking about at Lowe's. They said we ain't allowed to accept tips. I said, nigga, you ain't allowed to accept tips. I'm taking it. Because the men, because again, I worked in a pro contractor, which is the ones that dealing with the loading and the wood and the concrete and all of that. I'm a very physical built man, you know what I'm saying? So of course I was over there doing that stuff. That's a lot of hard work. So a lot of the dudes over there that was coming to get their supplies, they would see that and they would come and give us a $20 tip. You feel me? They gonna try to say, well, if anybody ever gives you a tip, just take it to the employee fund jar and put it out. Nigga, please go in my pocket. That is the employee fund jar. What white knight is gonna report they got a $20 tip? Nigga, please, I'm taking this money. What you talking about? What's the extra soda? What you talking about? They talking about report the income. No, I ain't reporting it. I told the homie, I said, hey, bro, we're gonna split this both ways. You feel me? You get 10, I get 10. Sometimes it was just me. I took the whole 20. It's mine. You gotta understand, man, Lowe's is $1 billion, bro. It's $1 billion company. It's one of the biggest retailers in the world, and y'all niggas is stingy over 20 bucks? Like, no, I'm just gonna take 20 bucks myself. I'm like, "How dare y'all tell us we can't take tips? No, you can't take tips. I'm taking them." And I took every tip I've got, and I gave the company 0 bucks. And then they wonder why people don't clock out for their lunch. They wonder why people still be in the break room, still clocked in. Cause that right there, people can't wait till they find out they got some sick time, I said vacation time, so they ain't gotta come in. It's like, well, you get in a certain amount of occurrences, you get a certain amount of strikes, then you get fired. Bro, I was running up all the way to the last occurrence. I'm like, okay, I'm on my last occurrence. I would never get fired. They would never give me another one for some reason. I said, what y'all bluffing? What y'all bluffing? I said, don't matter. That's why I said I took all my sick time. That's why I was always out of town, just doing stuff. You feel me? That's why I took stuff called mental health days. I literally did that, bro. I heard women say stuff before. I was like, that's so weird. I'm like, no, no, you take your mental health day. I'm taking my mental health day because I feel like it, because I said so. That's part of my sick time. I'm taking it. Like I said, I just got out of a breakup with old girl like the day before, man. I was not in the mood. I did not want to get out of bed because I was already stressed about something. I was in pain or something. And I said, bro, I just don't even feel good. I said, I'm not trying to go outside right now, bro. I don't want to. I took a mental health day. I said, you know what? I'm gonna clock him. I said, I'm gonna get up tomorrow and do something. But I said, but today I just want to process what I'm dealing with. And I said, I'm gonna stay in. I ate Taco Bell. I remember that. And I said, I'm gonna process what I'm feeling. That's it. I said, I ain't going to work because I said so. And guess what I did? Took a mental health day. Ain't nothing they can do about it. Yeah, I need to start taking more of those since they want to be big on mental health. Okay, well, I'm taking a mental health day. I need this for me, so I don't how you doing, bro? I said, I need this for me, so I don't end up crashing out and cut some money out or going crazy. You know what I'm saying? You better start thinking for yourself, man. That's why I said, understand what God gave you, man. If you don't know, go pray about it. If you don't know, go study it. Like, go find something. Or a corporation, man, gonna lay everybody off. Well, I be doggone. And one of our employees are stealing company funds, stealing companies, merchandise and stuff. You feel me? Don't treat people like that. Don't be surprised when they take their worth out of your register. You know what I'm saying? Treat people like slaves. So that's why I said everybody's on the next wave of their life, man. Want to go travel, and, you know what I'm saying? Want to just get out of places, man, and stuff. Because again, nobody wants to be stuck behind a cubicle all day. Nobody want to be stuck in the office. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm just like, bro, that stuff is very mentally exhausting. It's physically exhausting. You know what I'm saying? Prices and stuff is going up, and they trying to pay people less. You know what I'm saying? And then they want to finally pay people more when money ain't worth nothing. I'm like, dude, because again, y'all paying people more because of wages, everything don't went up. You know what I'm saying? Everything don't went up, cost of living, everything. You feel me? So now it's good to say, like, you know what I'm saying? Like back then, $9 and $10, $11 was high money. You feel me? Nowadays, I think people getting paid around like 13 or at least. Back then, that would be considered high money. I said nowadays it's not because the cost of everything that went up, dude. You feel me? So of course you could pay your employees $20 an hour when money is the value of money is going down because again it's the same as what they was getting paid at first. Like because now money done went up. You feel me? Or whatever, you know. So I'm like, yeah, that's why I am like, man, people just ain't nobody doing this stuff, man. Ain't nobody gonna keep giving their life or their time to something that just ain't worth it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said it feel good not to worry about bills. It feel good not to worry about where my next meal come from. It feel good not to worry about the job that don't like me. It's like, bro, so what? I know what I got. I know what I got, and I'm gonna make a fortune off of doing it. Cause God told me to. So obviously he tell me to. He ain't gonna make keep me broke. And he been bringing in the finances and bringing in the people that I need. You know what I'm saying? And he gonna keep continuing to do it. It's just getting bigger from here on out. So why in the world would I go back and work for you? It make no sense. You trying to tell niggas? I'm like, boy, please. You can make 10 grand a month. Why you gonna go back to that company? Who gonna go back and work at Costco? Like nobody gonna do that. And you see why every job wants you to stay off your phone. They don't want you to get your big break one day and leave. Stand people feel like slaves, man. You understand that? Like you always feel less than, like you worthless. It's a beautiful day every day. There's 365 days a year. We barely get to enjoy one of them, man, because we're so busy working and just doing stuff. tickets to travel places are not even that expensive, but we can't always go do it because we gotta go pay rent. You know what I'm saying? Niggas gotta pay mortgages, man. You feel me? Like you gotta pay all these bills, man, taxes and all type of stuff. And when you're done with it, bro, you only got about $53 left. You know what I'm saying? you know, this is like, dang, I can't, and you can't even see that. Like, bro, I need this for gas money. I need this for, you know what I'm saying? People tired of being scarce on funds, dude. That's why I said everybody's tired of this, man. So people looking for a different way. Again, I don't blame him for robbing Brinks trucks. I don't blame him, dude. You shouldn't do it, but I said I understand why everybody doing it. That's hard out here. They robbing the American people, so I don't feel sorry for them. That ain't my money. That's the government money that they stole from us. So they pretty much going back to the people. So I don't care. I care nothing about that. And I hope they rob a lot more Brinks trucks to teach y'all Negroes stop taking our tax money, man. Stop taking our funds. See, notice how y'all get y'all money took. It ain't funny. Y'all don't like it. Y'all take everybody else's stuff. That's what I said, man. Sometimes your check after you spend everything, come back $28. I only got $28 to spend. Nigga. Imagine all your money going to fund a war in Israel, a dumb war we didn't ask for. Going over killing Palestinians and Iranians and stuff. Like, I ain't got no problem with them people. And I'm paying for that. Like, nah, bro. So I guess a Negro robbing the Brinks truck would just be compensation for you taking his money. Okay, there you go. Looks like it all checks out. Thank you. $20,000 they took from y'all. Thank y'all. That's what y'all get. Y'all ain't getting it back either. So again, man, this is why a lot of people are getting out the United States. You know what I'm saying? Traveling for a living. I always told God, I said, God, I want to travel for a living. You know what I'm saying? And now I'm able to. I'm just like, I want to. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't want to stay my whole life in Louisville. And I'm like, and although I love San Antonio, I don't want to stay my whole life in San Antonio just doing the same thing I did in Louisville. You know what I'm saying? I was about to start doing the same stuff back in 2020. I know I couldn't move from Louisville yet because I'm taking care of the ministry and taking care of stuff. So, but I was like, I'm about to do a whole bunch of traveling, which is where my friend from Spain comes in when she was gonna take me over there. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna go to Mexico. Mexico was like $400 at the time. I was gonna go all type of places, man, but I couldn't because I had to because of the COVID thing. That's what it was, and they shut the countries down. You know what I'm saying? And then that's when the whole 2020 was just not a real year. You know what I'm saying? I was just trying to just deal with my life, deal with PTSD and everything. You feel me? 2021, like I said, when I went to Costa Rica, my sister, my sister got married over there. So I had a good time over there. That was the last time I was overseas. You feel me? 2022, that's when I worked the whole entire year to move to San Antonio for 2023. I was here establishing my stuff. So of course I couldn't do a lot of stuff. 2024, I was still in the middle of kind of like, changing my life. That's when I started doing this channel, started kind of figuring out the steps in life that I wanted. So I was transitioning jobs and stuff like that. 2025, I was extremely busy. I didn't have no time to do nothing. And now come 2026, I said, Negro Dad going I'm not gonna sit here and do the same thing. It's good that we in month we about to be in month 6, because that's half a year later. And I said, and I guarantee you within the next half a year, I'm gonna be overseas or doing something else. Which is why I said 2 months. I don't want to do this no more. Cause I ain't bringing some of y'all fools over there. I don't want my name attached to nothing that reminds me of stress, bro. I do not want it. This channel remind me of that. I don't want it. So that's why I said, man, I'm changing up all of that. You know what I'm saying? And I want to eventually start a travel and blog channel where it's overseas, it's elsewhere. You know what I'm saying? I want to be elsewhere when I do this type of stuff. Because again, I can build a platform of people over there. I'm trying to get a multicultural uh uh audience. I do not want the majority white people. I do not want the majority dumb Hebrew niggas. I don't want people like that because they don't know nothing. White people are so stuck on America, and niggas are so stuck on where they live at. I don't want people that small minded. And Americans, I understand now, are small minded. I don't like them as an audience because they be weird. You know what I'm saying? I said, bro, bring me some Russians, bring me some Ukrainians, bring me some Chinese, man. Bring me somebody who actually knows what life is like. All the Africans I talk to know about this. You feel me? All the Somalians know about this. Everybody else knows about this, man. Except dumb Americans. I don't want to be around them no more. You know what I'm saying? So I do not want the majority of my audience even speaking English because I can't stand people like that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's either too patriotic or too niggerish, and I can't stand that. Bro, I just can't. I can't stand that, bro. That's why I said, do you know who get on my nerves as much as niggas do? Patriotic white people. I can't stand them. This America first. It's all like, nigga, you live in freaking Sioux Falls, North Dakota, or South Dakota. Like, nigga, that ain't America. Nobody want to be there. Like that's a great place to live. Don't nobody want to be up here, man. Y'all go to the lamest places in America. Indiana is not like, brother. I don't consider it America. You know what I'm saying? I was all like, this ain't even no luxury places. They okay with staying here. Well, good, stay here so you stay out of people country. So they don't want you over here. That's why I said the way that I'm looking at stuff, man, my life is just advanced now. You feel me? And so that's why I said I want to start booking trips, man, and just stamping my passport up and just going places, man. Again, I'm very outgoing. I've always been a very outgoing person. So I don't want to feel like I'm just again, Texas is good. It's huge. I love it here, but I said, but it's not meant to just stay every day all day. You know what I mean? Because then it becomes what? It becomes what? Another Louisville. And I'm like, I'm not trying to make the same thing as Louisville. That's why I had to tell Joe, because he was like, "Oh, you should have came to Dallas." No, I shouldn't have came to Dallas. I don't want to go to Dallas because y'all there. And I said, I'm not trying to move to the same city where y'all at no more because it becomes another Louisville where we lived at. Why we gonna move halfway across the states just to go to the same state or the same city where we both are? No, I don't like it. He's like, yeah, well, I wish we was close. I don't. I'm like, dude, I like the fact that we spread out. I like the fact that we all doing our thing. I couldn't stand y'all growing up, dude. We shared everything. Me and Joe always shared a room. I had to share the TV, share food. You know what I'm saying? We had to share everything, man. I don't want to do that no more. You got your own. I got my own. Y'all got y'all space. I got my space. You feel me? I said we get together for family meetups. I said other than that, I'm like, bro, we are not doing this like living up the block from each other no more. That stuff is so dumb. I don't like it. That's what everybody in Louisville does. I don't want to do that. So that's why everybody's just kind of, you know what I'm saying, just viewing it that way. Like you just want you want some quality travel time, man, some space, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. It's just that's just how a lot of stuff goes. So so I'm thinking about places I actually want to go. I'm even looking it up. How you doing? I said I'm thinking about places that I want to go, looking them up, adding up cost, travel totals, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. I said a luxury apartment, man, is not it. I used to think that was just the goal. Man, please forget a luxury apartment. I don't care about no deluxe apartment in the sky. I don't care about that stuff, man. Like, you'll never own it. And I said that's what keeps people from traveling, man. Because, like I said, some people get a house too early who don't know about finances and then they stuck because now they owe a mortgage. You know what I'm saying? Or they get a piece of property they can't afford, like an apartment or whatever, and they can't leave nowhere because they got to pay rent. They got to keep paying it. You know what I'm saying? Bills really keep you in a slave mindset. You know what I'm saying? Like we got to pay them, of course, but I really believe that a lot of the way it's set up is to keep you as a slave, man. Like they just want you to be a slave all the time. I don't want to live like that. I don't. So that's why I said we about to start doing some traveling, and I won't be broadcasting it over here because we won't be over here on this one no more. You feel me? We'll be too busy doing something else. You know what I'm saying? So once I scrap this one and take it off my list, how you doing, bro? I said once I scrap this one and take it off my list, I said I can finally start figuring out which ones I want to like how to start my new vision. You know what I'm saying? And that'll be my new vision, man. Traveling, eating, you know what I'm saying? Linking in with the people. Like I'm telling y'all, man, I look at the word every day and I'm just like, boy, I'm not trying to be stuck in the United States, man. Like that's why I ain't got a house here yet. I know because I'm just like, you might not even want to get one here at this point. I don't even know, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just tired of your average patriotic idiot and average nigga messing with everybody else. I'm tired of it, bro. It's so annoying. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say you see a lot of ethnicities, man, that come to the United States. But I feel like when a lot of them come here, they get stupid too, because it's like they get Americanized. You know what I'm saying? Get off me! Dang. Yeah, I ain't trying to get locked into no mortgage because it might not be a mortgage here. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at places like Spain, Portugal. Like, I would love to own a piece of property over here so I can get away from you niggas. Like, bro, I don't want to be nowhere near where people speak English. I'm not even joking, dude. I do not want to be nowhere where people speak English. Because if the United States goes down, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to own a piece of property where it goes down here. Like, I want to be somewhere where it's still somewhat okay. You can live off the land or something, you know what I'm saying? Trying to purchase a vineyard, man. I like a big backyard, but nigga, think about a vineyard in your backyard. That's the stuff I want. You feel me? Nigga got a wine cellar. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want stuff like that. You like, I'm trying to have stuff like that. What's up, bro? I said, but I'm trying to have like some, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to have a piece of land that look like something like Shrek had, you know what I'm saying? Like a nice swamp. Not a swamp, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like a nice piece of land somewhere, you feel me? That's just away from everybody. You know how Shrek liked his swamp. He ain't want nobody, want to be around nobody. He like his own peace and quiet. That's the stuff I like that. I love stuff like that. why I said live in one of those medieval, ancient medieval towns, or like what's modern there, or whatever. They got a lot of nice places in Ireland, man. They got a lot of nice places and like, I mean, just anywhere. I'm like, bro, I'm trying to go see stuff like that. I ain't trying to be stuck in no daggone, you know what I'm saying? North Dakota? Like, nigga, please. That's why I told him, I said, we be mad because America mad race. I'm like, bro, let these niggas have it. I don't want it. I don't even want the United States. I don't know why we crying about it. I don't want it. They can have it, man. It was never for us anyways. This place sucks. I said, realizing you can be any and everywhere else. I said, I'd rather just take that. That's more important to me anyways. So I say that in a polite way when you see these old patriotic white people talking about go back to your country. I'm not saying it like that. I'm telling people like, hey, if you got a country of origin, you might want to go back there because this is probably gonna be the worst country to be in a little bit. And when you do, give me an invitation because I'll come back with you. You feel me? That's why I said I've always been fascinated by Chinese culture, man. Like, cause again, they better. They got way better stuff. I'm gonna show you how stupid people are. You got a bunch of niggas in my comments, man. I went to Little China in Asian town over in Houston, or not Houston, but Dallas. And I'm trying to shout out the Chinese people, and I got a bunch of dumb retarded niggas over here talking about, well, hey, why you standing by the statue? Cause nigga, cause I said so. That's why. It's Asian culture, stupid. Get with the program. This is part of their culture. Bunch of these little spiritual, dumb, weirdo, stupid niggas that watch Daddy all day. I'm like, yeah, I can tell why I want to get out of the United States because too many of y'all know English and y'all watch us. I don't like it. I'm like, I'm getting away from y'all. Well, I got one Asian in the comments. She was like, hey, she said, if you come back, say what's up. I work over there. I'm like, yeah, shout out to you because it was for you. It wasn't for niggas. That's why I said let niggas be sleep too. Because when we go somewhere else, they're not gonna be there either. I don't want them tainting our joy. You know what I'm saying? That's why they don't tell you there's a lot of black people in Germany, man. Germany has a lot of black folk, man. U.S. soldiers went over back in, I think, like the World War or whatever, and they loved them over there, so they knocked the women off, and then they got a bunch of black people. You feel me? That's why I said you welcome pretty much any and everywhere, man. That's what they don't show you on TV. They get you stuck in your local hood, man. I think in your local supermarket up there where white people is all that's out there. Nigga, please, I ain't trying to fit in with no white people. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I'm not trying to fit in with conservatives, with white people, with liberals, with black people. I don't, man, I'm trying to fit in where the people of culture is. I like people of culture. I don't like you American niggas. I don't like y'all. Nobody likes y'all. That's why most Americans, I'll tell you that I'm really around, bro. They usually be. I mean, I love everybody, but I said most of the Americans that I usually be around are people that's from somewhere else, like a Mexican American or a Puerto Rican American or a literal African American, somebody from Africa that came to America. Those are the people I like being around because they different people of different cultures. Asian Americans, I like them. I don't want to just be around Black American, White American. Like I want to be around everybody, man. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, shouts out and congratulations to everybody that got them a piece of property here or got a house. That's fine. You know, and shouts out to you if you married. You got a nice, good marriage and you got kids and whatever. I personally don't want that right now. So that's why I wanted to go kind of, that's why I kind of want to go focus on what I got, what I want, because my next step in life might not even be in the freaking United States. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, bro, that's why I say I'm just tired of doing this. I'm tired of thinking about it. You know what I'm saying? I needed to move to San Antonio to show me there's bigger and broader options, man. Again, I came here and never stopped. I was always searching for more, searching for better. Music and creativity take me all over the world, thanks to God. You know what I'm saying? And that's just my next goal. I said, bro, I'm not trying to be tied onto a mortgage. I'm trying to just travel and see the world, man. I'd rather spend that money on that. You know what I'm saying? See things I've never saw before. You know what I'm saying? Worked hard, man. Again, I don't deserve none of this. I don't deserve any of it. But I said, but listen, Lord knows I worked hard, man, to get here. Like too hard, you know. So now that I'm able to, I said, you best believe I'm a joy. You best believe I'm gonna take it up a notch. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I was doing this channel based off of, was trying to get people to pretty much do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Trying to motivate them to do the same thing. Cause I know that if you see it, you see somebody else doing it, you'll believe it. You'll believe you can do that. You know what I'm saying? Most people will tell you they rich now, but they had to watch somebody else do it to believe it for themselves. It's called motivation, man. Being a good representation to your peers. You know what I'm saying? Saying all these gangsters, man, all this death and all these niggas and white people, and that's why we have faith for that. I said, why don't we have faith for something positive? And I was trying to go over here and give people positive faith, man. And then all came a bunch of these little Uncle Tom niggas, and they just tank the movement wherever they go because they retarded. So I'm like, you can't speak to a nigga that don't know nothing. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why I said most of my channel is a bunch of niggas who don't know nothing. So that's why when I'm saying stuff, it sounds like I'm speaking daggone Yiddish because they don't know what you're saying. They don't know what you're talking about. See that this is how they be. Some of y'all in here now staring at people like the birds. You see how the birds be up here? These all little dumb idiots be up here staring at things. Like that's how y'all be. Staring at people. They don't take in none of the revelation you're saying, none of the words you're saying, none of the advice, none of the good tips and good points that you're saying. They just come here to waste their time because they ain't got nothing else to do. Most niggas sleep the live stream because they bored and they ain't got nothing to do. You know what I'm saying? And I said, you know what? That's fine because again, when we doing our thing, I don't want to hear you. When we doing our thing, I don't want to hear people got to say nothing now. They want to get off, want to jump on the bandwagon now. Like, I don't want to hear that. Like, well, honestly, the new thing is not looking into a mortgage. I know for me, change them. Let's just be free financially. Yep. And that's why I said everybody will look for financial freedom. That's why everybody and their mama looking for financial freedom because they don't want to do this stuff no more. People are paying all this money, man, for mortgages and stuff. And again, they depressed, they ain't happy. That's why I said, man, look at this and tell me this don't marry your son out of like Italy. You know what I'm saying? Look at this, beautiful. This is like your little vineyard or something. You feel me? Like right behind this fence or whatever this is. Like, imagine coming outside looking at the vineyard over in Italy. Shoot. I told y'all, man, nigga ain't playing. I boy, look, I don't watch enough movies and I seen enough stuff. You think I'm playing? I'll send you as a postcard from over in Italy. Like, you think I'm joking? That's stuff that I've been trying to do for years that I can never do. And I said, you know what? Now I can. So I take my time and my life very seriously. I ain't playing no more. And I said, you want to know how you're going to prolong yourself in life? Keep dealing with niggas. Keep dealing with weird people. You're going to be just as stupid as them. That's why I said, why y'all arguing with American fools? You're going to be just as dumb as them. You already arguing with somebody that lost. I don't got time to be arguing with you. You go to your little Trump rallies while I go to Spain, dummy. Go see FIFA in the World Cup. You feel me? Get to have a history lesson on top of it. Get to be around good quality people, eat good quality food, and good quality hotels. You know how John and Paul and Jesus map look on the back of the Bible? That's how I want my map to look. I said John's journey and Jesus' journey and Paul's journey, Steve's journey, here, there, everywhere. That's how I want my stuff to look. If John and Jesus and Paul had phones back then, they would have been putting this on TikTok. Like how you see YouTube, how they document their journey. That's what they would have did. They would have turned their stuff to a vlog channel because they would have showed you what their ministry was. That's how I want to be. That's why I told you. I said I go out and look, man. Like, look, this is beautiful. It's look like something overseas. You know what I'm saying? It's beautiful. You feel me? How you doing? And I said, this is how the sun sets on the seven hills, man. This is how the sun sets over places, man. That's just overseas. It looks better. The only difference is you ain't you ain't breathing in American earth. Beautiful sunset. Oh, I might want to take a picture. Let's see. Let's see. Is that a good picture? It'd be a good picture. Hold on. Let me take a picture. This is what it looks like, man, in other parts of the world. You feel me? This is what they got to see back then in the Bible times, man. You know what I'm saying? This is what they got to experience. And I said, I be seeing this stuff off video games. I see this stuff off movies. You know what I'm saying? You see this stuff off TV and online and books, pictures, and you seeing other people live your dream. Other people are living your dream. While you stuck at a job that hates you, that's gonna replace you with a robot pretty soon, because you know that's gonna happen. And they trying to sell you the American dream. And that's what's wrong with a lot of these white people, man. They bought the American dream and realized it wasn't what they thought. No, they realized it ain't what they thought. Now you in debt. Some of their homes got foreclosure on, you feel me? Some people done lost it all. I said, boy, who ever believe in American dream, man? Please. But you know what? That's for you to decide. I don't care. That's why I said everybody arguing this right and left stuff. They don't care about none of that. Boy, I'm about to go overseas. I had my time. It was called 2020. I did my time. I did my time. I said, now it's up to y'all to do your time. If that's how you feel, that's up to y'all. I could have lost my life several times. So you best believe I'm gonna take my life and go overseas and go see stuff. You stand for a righteous cause for once if that's how you feel. Don't expect me to be on the front lines with you no more. Because like I said, I did my time. And just like I said earlier about retirement, I am retired. I'm retired. You want to stand for something, support you, good luck for you. But don't expect me to do nothing for you. Because I already did mine. Well, no, 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 type, but your skin looks light, and the Most High made you with red clay. I'm reflecting. It probably is. I mean, get off me. Look, even the bugs know it's red clay. They want some of this delicious chocolate red meat. Like, boy, you're on somewhere. But I mean, we all come from the ground, so I think the reflection of the sun on anything again it brings out the red blood, you guess. So yeah, probably. That's why I say I'm trying to go get sun baked over in Italy, boy. Be on the beach with a couple of Italianos. Like, man, shoot, y'all tripping. That's why I be trying to tell you. I don't know why y'all be upset about everything. I don't do that, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I said I don't be upset about everything, man. Y'all be in y'all feels about some who said what, and some little pathetic black man don't like y'all, and some black woman said this. Nigga, please, who cares? Like, since when did the world become in a small box? Ugh. Mm. I'm trying to tell black women, like, bro, stop getting upset, man, because some dumb African American Negro don't like y'all. Bro, go find somebody all over the world to do. Some Italian man named Miguel will come up and give you flowers and cook you spaghetti, girl. He'll love you. He'll pick you up at 8, won't be late, take you on a nice date. Get you straight. Like, girl, please. Don't knock it till you try it. You do know that Italians are black people too. You do know some black Italians, right? It ain't just American black people. I think everybody in America's dumb. Like, bro, everybody's stupid. Mm. What's up, Miss Alexander? How you doing? Shoot. Y'all know the dude that do the TikToks, Cobby, the little black dude that do those TikToks, Cobby, whatever his name is. Dude is. I mean, I believe he's African, but he's really French. He's from France, I think. He's a black French person. You see how there's black people all over the place, dude? Come on, man. That's why I don't know why y'all be crying about these little Americans. Like, bro, go get somebody who ain't American. You understand? An average American is not thinking about traveling. They're not thinking about fun, or they fun is going out. They fun is being online doing politics all day. What's the difference between one of them little white boy 4chan users who say racist stuff in people's comments all day and a nigga that's trying to do this old black Hebrew Israelite stuff? They both don't got no vision in life. They both don't travel and go nowhere. They have no intentions of leaving the United States because they can't. They wouldn't get American women. They wouldn't get foreign women. Nobody wants them. They ain't got no vision. So again, there's no difference between either one of them. They both are losers and pathetic. Nobody cares about them. Don't be one of them. That's a great thing I can say in my life. I actually stepped foot on foreign soil, man, and it is a different feeling, y'all. When I went to Costa Rica, it is a different feeling. I had a layover in Miami, and I loved it. Miami's beautiful. I wanted to stay there until I got to Costa Rica. It looked the same, bro. The air was different, y'all. The air was different. I'm trying to tell you, man. You could see it looked like something off the Emperor's New Groove. You could see the mountains in the background, like it was like majestic looking. Costa Rica is a very hilly place. It's got a lot of terrain, so you can tell like it's got a terrain where there's hills. You feel me? You can be in the clouds. You can see the clouds up in the hill in the hills, dude. It's crazy. You can't really see a lot of stuff here, but you can see it there. I stepped out the airport, boy, and as soon as I stepped on foreign soil, it was like different. I literally took it serious when it said your feet is on foreign soil, bro. It was on foreign soil, y'all. The air was warm. You feel me? It was like clear. You know what I mean? We got on the bus going from the airport to Sticia's crib at the time, and riding past the people and seeing the greenery. I mean, it's a lot of green. It's greener than this, y'all. It was beautiful, man. Like it was just luscious and very tropical. You know what I'm saying? Seeing the people. Costa Rica, I think, has the third worst traffic in the world. It's a lot of people, dude. It's like New York City out there, man. It's a lot of people. I think Nigeria is number one, and then Costa Rica is either two or three. But you can see why, because again, everybody's trying to get to where they're going, and it is so vibrant, man. The people are vibing, they are so cool. You know what I'm saying? It was one of the first times, like I said, I was somewhere where I felt like I belong, man. Even they police, man, they police is could they police be out there with AR-15s walking around in military gear? Look like something out the New World Order, where they be all geared up and everything. They be riding on the back of the back of the little dirt bikes, like pointing their AR-15s in the air and stuff like that. But they cool. They only going after the hardcore criminals. You know what I'm saying? They ain't harassing the street citizens. You feel me? They cool. You take a picture with them. You know what I'm saying? They love you. They ain't messing with nobody. That's why I said American police can learn a thing or two from them. You know what I mean? Costa Rica's so cool. They are one of the only countries that don't have an army. They don't have an army. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't really got beef with nobody. I mean, Nicaragua and them next door, they don't like each other, but it ain't like no. I don't think it's on like a war level. You know what I'm saying? Hmm. But that's why I said when you step somewhere, man, where it's different, you can say, "Hey, man, I've been on foreign soil. I done been to Costa Rica at least 6, 7 times at least." That's why I said 2021 was the last time I was over. You know what I'm saying? But I said, "Nah, I'm coming over, man," because I said I gotta see my fam. You know what I'm saying? The little girls, man, they growing up fast. You know what I'm saying? I last seen my both my nieces, man, my sister's daughters on Christmas. You feel me? When I went to Christmas, and I was kind of like, man, they might not even know who I am, man. When Mama came get me from the airport, took me to her crib, and I said they probably ain't gonna remember who I am. You know, so I haven't even seen at the time I haven't even seen the new one yet because she was already like a year or something old, and I haven't seen him in a while. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I already know the young one, she ain't gonna remember me. So I'm like, they probably gonna be scared. Don't know who I is. You feel me? As soon as I get in the door, they give me toys. You feel me? Like, how y'all doing? But I said, as soon as I get in the door, they give me toys. They offering up some they little toys and trying to play with you and stuff like that. Give me little Lego blocks and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? They playing with my brother's son, my little nephew, and that's the first time they had met. You know what I'm saying? And that was the first time we had our whole family all together. You know what I'm saying? The only person that was missing was Daddy, because Daddy gone. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, that was the first time that the whole family was like together like it. The last time we was all together, my brother and my sister didn't have kids yet, you know what I'm saying? So it was just kinda like that we didn't get to get all the kids together and all that, you know what I'm saying? I said, "Man, little girl's growing up fast, man," you know what I'm saying? Everybody they love Uncle Steve, everybody love Uncle Steve. That's why I said I go over and let him see Uncle Steve, you feel me? My Costa Rican friend keep hitting me, like, she was hitting me up a while back talking about, "When you coming again?" You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm telling you, I said, "Bro, I'm just about to start doing a lot more traveling, man." You know what I'm saying? That's why I say get up off these YouTube and these internets and stuff. If I'm not doing business, and eventually you gotta take a break from that. I done been a lot of places, man, and there's a lot more countries I want to go to that do not require sitting here arguing with American idiots. Most people bro. I've seen a lot of black people, which I don't see y'all. Which I need to go watch those. Go look at that. There are black people that are moving out the United States, y'all. They're not just going to Africa because niggas think if they go to Africa they're gonna fit in. They don't like you either. Some of them don't like you. You know what I'm saying? But some of them are going to like Thailand, man. I seen a dude that moved from Chicago. He was spending one last day with his family and them and stuff. He moved to Thailand. And he was like, "Bro, I love it here." He's like, "It's great." Another black woman, she moved to Thailand. She love it over. Like they be doing their vlogs over too, and it's good to see black people, man, like moving places and traveling. Cause it's showing you that it's possible. You know what I'm saying? They always make like a nigga gonna stay in the rack or something. It's like, bro, we can get out and go places. We can go do stuff. We ain't all gotta be destined for Chicago and Louisville. You know what I'm saying? Even Texas. We can go out of places and go do stuff. I love it here, but I said if I ever gotta get out of here, I said there's places I can go. Which is why I said, why you think I make connections all over the world? Because I might need to go there. Don't be stuck up, man, trying to be all black only everything. I said, bro, you might need to go with one of your Egyptian counterparts. You might need to go with one of your Russian counterparts. You don't know that. You might need a China homie to keep you on the low. You feel me? To get you out of America. You don't know that stuff. Get off me. If you stuck on this color only, I said you're gonna be in trouble. Because we're gonna need all the colors in a minute, man, to come together. We're gonna need all the colors, man, for something. They're gonna need us, black folk, and we gonna need some of them. That's why I said I'm glad that when it came to the BLM protest, it wasn't just us out there. Because if it was just us, they'd have dogged us because there was not enough of us compared to all the white people and everybody else. And when you realize that the majority of the people was white and foreigners that was backing us, that felt good because I'm like, we didn't have to go out there and just get whooped. You know what I'm saying? They would have did so much damage to us if it was just us because they don't like us. But when it comes to they white people, they don't want to really damage them too bad. They don't really want to do too much to them, and they know they can't really do it to the foreigners and stuff. So that's why I said we needed them for that time too. And I said, and now when it comes to what's going on, I said people need black folk. We step up, and black folk. I love them. We always step up and do what we gotta do. We're very hospitable. That's why a lot of people will join black gangs because they said black people are accepting of all type of people. If you down with the program, you down with the program. Versus some Hispanics don't want non-Hispanics in their gang. You know what I'm saying? Definitely white people don't want you in their stuff. You feel me? But black people, we accept it. We'll take Asians, we'll take Mexicans, Samoans. If you're down with the program, man, if you white, you down with the program, we'll consider you one of us. That's the type of unity that I do like to see. You know what I'm saying? Dude, these bugs are crazy. Yeah, people going all over the place, man. That's why I try to tell you, stop letting the media tell you, man, that everybody don't like you because you black. They play one Asian that don't like black people. Like, boy, compared to every other Asian who don't care about that stuff, stop doing that. And I said, who don't like other black people? Other black people. They don't like us either. White people don't like you either, boy. You trying to fit in being conservative. That's the part that gets me so mad when I see these little conservative monkeys. I'm like, why you want to fit in and be in the United States so bad, nigga? You will hang one of your own, man, just to prove to them that you are your allegiance. Like, why do you want to fit in with them so bad? United States ain't even the best place in the world to live in. I'm like, why are you acting like that? It's one thing they was proving themselves to get down with the Mexican homie, not trying to get down with the Russians. But I'm like, you trying to get down with these people who don't like you either. That's why I ain't mad at the fact they talking about keep America pure white. Good. You can keep it pure and white, man. That's all y'all. That's all y'all. I don't want it. You can keep your Budweiser, man, and your ballpark Franks, man. I don't want that stuff, nigga. I'm thinking about something else. The only thing I'll miss about American culture if I move out the States is the food. I miss the soul food. I miss the basic restaurants we go to. But when I'm in that country, I'm gonna get down with the program. Learn how to make stuff here so you can make it over there. They got all the ingredients you need, and their food is healthier and purer. But you gotta understand, man, when you go to Costa Rica, it feels good to be a part of something, man. It feels good to be a part of something. I don't speak a lick of Spanish like it, but I said, but people look at you like you one of them. And then they find out you're American, they love you even more because they love American black people. They do. I'm like, why didn't they tell us that in school? Why didn't they tell us that in the hood, man, that Costa Ricans love us? They never said that. They always made like Hispanics hate it. Like, no, they don't. They just a couple of them do. A couple of people is gonna be prejudiced towards everybody. It don't mean everybody gonna be like that. That's why I said stop trying to consider everybody in the same group. Everybody is not the freaking same, man. You know what I'm saying? How you doing? I said, but everybody's not the same, dog. You feel me? Again, when you have a very prejudiced mindset, that's the stuff you do, man. You know what I mean? Want everybody to be on your side and stuff. Like, I don't got time for that stuff. Right. That's why I said I'm trying to. I thought about having a house to have people come over for like a little backyard barbecue. Nigga, I'm trying to have you come over for a royal feast in my vineyard. That's what I'm thinking. Have the top Olive Garden type meals, man. Like, shoot. That's why I like Olive Garden so much because it reminds me of a taste of Italy, man. Because Italy is like that. That's why I was talking to him when the first day I met my my friend from Spain. There's an area in Kentucky. It's like right outside the city, but it's real nice, real nice. Because she was staying with her uncle at the time. Her uncle, a millionaire, he rich. But it's like it looks like it sits on the hills. It looked like something out of Italy. And so she was talking about her trips to Italy. She said Spain looks like we was typing up images of what it looked like, and she was showing me. You know what I'm saying? And so she was like, "Yeah." She said, "I love to take you over there, man. Take you over to see a lot of that stuff." You know what I'm saying? I think that'd be cool because I always want to see stuff like that. I'm like, because then you can go like see the people. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, what's up? I'm good. How you doing? Doing all right?
Yeah, it's been working hella.
Yeah, I ain't seen you at church. You been?
You know?
Oh, is that yours?
Yeah,
How old is she?
she's 3.
Oh, what y'all doing? Some running today?
No, I'm just gonna walk with my mom. I know the sun is gonna go down right now, so
That's your mom?
yeah.
Like your sister. She look young. Okay. Yeah, she like your sister.
Because she always goes to the Spanish.
Hey, how you doing? How you doing? Good, good. I don't know if I do the music coming up because I usually got to stay for both services. But
Oh, I know.
yeah. Do you mainly go to second or first?
Honestly, I think I'm gonna start going like at 10 because of work, but
Oh, okay. Okay.
I'll
All right.
see you before
Okay.
the
Yeah.
the sun gets us.
All right. Well, I see y'all. Y'all be safe, y'all. Right. All right. Yeah, that's one of my yeah, I go to familiar with her. Um, that's hot out here. Dang. Yeah, she go to my church. She part of our what you call it? What you call it? Familiar nights. That's what it is. Familiar nights. Yeah, we actually took a break from doing them because we've been doing them so long. So we're taking a break till like August. Like I think dude said like August. I think September. You know what I'm saying? So she cool people. That's the one that took me off running when I go running over here. Like with that group, she got me involved with this running group. So she cool people, man. Yeah, she from California, but you can tell the accent. She got a thick like a thick Mexican accent. You know what I'm saying? That's why I hang with people like that. You know what I'm saying? Because again, they know about traveling and culture. You know stuff like that. What you say? Hold on. I didn't read what y'all said. I wonder if they have areas in other countries that sell American food and products just like America does with Jamaica. I don't know. Like when you see other countries, man, that's why I said like when you see other countries, they so busy selling they stuff, man, that because again, they know about culture. So you'll see them like you don't really see a lot of that stuff here. You'll see like a lot of the foreigners might be doing it, but you don't see a lot of American people that do it. Americans want to sell like lemonade. You know what I'm saying? I sell like candy bars or something like over there, they sell like fruit and animals and homemade merchandise that they do and stuff be cool. You feel me? I seen some Costa Rican stuff. I had to buy some stuff. You feel me? Because our mama will buy a lot of stuff too. You know what I'm saying? Because again, they have a lot of good things, man. You know what I mean? They got fruit you ain't never seen, man. They got trees you ain't never seen. They got all type of stuff, bro. We don't have in the United States. I'm telling you, boy, they got a tree over in Costa Rica. It looks like a shaved colored pencil. If y'all know what colored pencils look like a bunch of colored pencil shavings. It's in different colors. It's like purple, orange, green. The bark is like it looks like pencil shavings, like colored pencil shavings. I've never seen that before. Never seen that. You know what I'm saying? Like I got a picture of it. I'll have to show y'all sometime. But they got a lot of everything, man. You know what I mean? That's also why I be trying to tell people. I said, bro, go see the world. Go see stuff. They got fruit you ain't never seen, like all type of like fruits and nuts and all type of stuff you ain't never seen. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I said if they was to have a famine, they would be okay because the whole country is tropical. Costa Rica ain't no bigger than the state of Kentucky. You know what I'm saying? But they got like 8 million people in that mug. You feel me? Like it's a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? And it's mainly all tropical terrain. It's so green, dude. Like it's beautiful. You feel me? So it looks like another Miami almost. You know what I'm saying? Like it's so beautiful, man. The beaches are so nice. You know what I'm saying? That's why we're trying to tell y'all, man. Y'all don't know about the world, man, because y'all don't. Again, people are taught to just, well, I'm gonna read my Bible, and it's gonna be. It's like, no, man, like, bro, God, if you read the Bible, bro, they always going places. I don't know how people are skipping over this. Like, are y'all that dumb? These are not just fairy tale stories, man. These are literally like people was traveling, man. That was the equivalent to you taking a business trip today for work. That's what they was doing. They just took it by boat. You know what I'm saying? Today it would be we taking American Airlines. We had a conference over in Jerusalem. We going over like that's what they was doing. I don't know how people are missing this. They wasn't all poor rag dolls back then, dummy. Like they actually did stuff with their life, dude. That's probably why God broke up the world from a Pangea, man, to make it separate, to make people go travel and go do stuff. You know what I'm saying? Why would he break up the world into multiple parts for different countries? Why would he do that? I don't understand why he would do that. Probably because he wants people to get out of their comfort zone and go over there to them. Go see something on the other side of the world. If everybody was all in the Pangea, we would never move or go anywhere. We would just stay in the same spot. God had to make it look less like a GTA map and make it look more like an actual globe. Split people up. You know what I'm saying? I love traveling the far, man. I love people that's from the other side of the world. I don't like people in the same city. Like I said, I love people here. Like y'all see, not just that's one of my friends, but at the same time, I can make friends elsewhere. I can make friends anywhere, any and everywhere. I don't care, bro. I'll go anywhere. I don't care about none of it. Like, bro, I like to get out and have fun. That's why they be like, well, now you can't make friends because to be a friend with the world is the enemy. That's not what that means, dummy. If I'm selling my soul and trying to fit in with the crowd, that's different. I said, but when I'm in the culture of the people and I'm respectful to their culture, that's different. See, the people that don't got friends say stupid stuff like that. That's the stuff they say. You could never fit in with black, I like Latino culture. So of course you're gonna say stupid stuff like that. We ain't out here smoking dope and drinking. We ain't out here sex and everything. We just to ourselves. You feel me? That's why I said all these years people told you stuff was sin, and they was just saying it because they didn't know how to have fun. They told you going dancing was sin because they didn't know how to dance. People know how to tango, man. There's a reason that tango dancing is a thing, stupid. Salsa and all that type of stuff. That's a thing. Those are cultures of the world. If you go to Puerto Rico, they're gonna teach you the Boricua. You feel me? You go to Mexico, they're gonna teach you the salsa tradition because that's their thing, stupid. You go to Brazil, Brazil does samba. Everybody has their different traditions, dummy. That's why I be trying to tell people. I said, just because you a lame, dumb American who can't do nothing right doesn't mean that everybody like you. I've been so big on this travel stuff, y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. But everybody's big on traveling now because they just like they getting tired of their people, man. I don't think I'm a person who ain't tired of their ethnicity. Do you understand? Everybody's tired of their ethnicity, y'all. White people are definitely tired of other white people. They make that very clear. Mexicans are tired of Mexicans. Black people tired of black. Like we just tired of everybody tired of everybody, man. Because you got some silly niggas in every race that say some stupid stuff. And it's so annoying. It's like, bro, this is why Daddy was so big on traveling and going places. Because he knew when he was trying to tell Negroes and Lord, they was, nah, how's you gonna do that, Pastor? Nah, see, we just gonna be a local ministry. And then when he's over in Africa talking to African pastors, people are, oh, you really did it? Yeah, you really did that. Like, well, come on. Oh, what's that? You sound like so much like your dad. Blessings, young brother. No matter what you do, uh, no matter what you do, your people will find one thing. Y'all sure appreciate it. Again, I told you if I had a nickel for every time I heard that yesterday it was 75 nickels, today it'd be 79 nickels because somebody just I think three other people just said it like yesterday and today. So appreciate it. There's a reason why Daddy sounded that way and why I sound like him, man. That's why he had told me back in 2015 when he wanted me to go to Costa Rica. He said, son, I wanted you to see you got options, man. You can go anywhere in the world. You know what I mean? He said, you ain't gotta be stuck here. You feel me? Because don't nobody want to be stuck in the same spot. I don't care if you live in the nicest place in the United States, man. Like even people overseas, like how we view this over here is how a lot of them view what they are doing over there. Like how I love San Antonio, a lot of people that's natives here don't see it that way. So they're like, why'd you come to San Antonio? Because it's nice. They said, but why San Antonio? I said, because it's great. You know what I'm saying? Like it's better than where I'm from. Until they see where I'm from, and then they look like, oh man, you know what I'm saying? And guess where everybody looks at where I'm from when they watch First 48? When they look like, oh, we always on First 48. I said, yep. They said, well, your city crazy. I said, now you see why I don't want to be there. Now you see why I came here. Because it's somewhat better. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot better. Everybody tired of everybody, man. That's why I said my thing is I'm just tired of people with a mindset that's just so small. I can't again, and I'm not saying everybody gotta think like me. I'm not telling everybody they gotta be like me, but it's just something about a mindset where people are just they don't care about nothing. I can't be around people who just don't care about nothing. You might not care how you live your life. I do. You might not care what you do in your 30s. I do. That's why I said we did that stuff in our early 20s. We all went out partying and did stupid stuff. I said, but daggone man, when we 30 years old, I'm not trying to do what I did at 19. Like, bro, I'm 30 years old. You know what I mean? We ain't necessarily got to be married or go and start a family yet, but I said, but we not trying to do the same immature stuff that we once did. That's why most people give up their party days and what do they do? Start businesses, go travel, go do something. You know what I'm saying? They want the next phase in life, man. They got goals and visions and dreams. You feel me? Versus people who just party animals and want to drink and smoke weed all day, so they ain't got nothing going on for them. You feel me? And again, I ain't the knock. I'm not knocking nobody, but I said, but I don't want to live the lifestyle that you live. 'Cause then I'm always gonna be like you, man. I don't want that. I don't think people really realize that, man. That's why everybody's questioning why I moved to San Antonio, so I don't end up like you. That's why. Everybody all over the place, man. That's why I said it's good that people go traveling, go do stuff, man. Because again, you see they want more in life. When I hear people on a level where they saying they want to go travel, and they want to go do stuff, that shows me they got something to live for. And everybody can't always afford it and they can't always do it. That's fine. But I say, we ain't tripping. You feel me? If you got a heart to do it, it shows that you got a heart for it. You know what I'm saying? But if you stand on that block all day and you don't care about nothing, it's like, bro, you wasting your life. Like, I can't do that. And if that's what you want to do, it's your life. You live it the way you want. I just personally can't do it. I could do it. You know what I'm saying? As I said, there's just too many things in life, man, just to do, to be standing right here, man, wasting our life not doing that. I can't do that. You know what I mean? So I said, daggone, if I can help uh anybody or somebody, I said, look, I mean, I've been out the country multiple times, you know what I'm saying? Over 10 years, you know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to tell people like it's more than what you think. You know what I'm saying? It's way more than what you think. You, especially as somebody black, you will get the experience of your life, man, that you have never saw. I'm trying to tell you, man. Y'all so used to trying to fit in here. We so used to trying to fit in with our local Americans and you know what I'm saying, other Negroes trying to fit in with other Negroes. Like over there, everybody fit in. They don't care. They cooling. They are chill, man. They don't there is none of that stuff, man. They don't look at this. You know what I'm saying? They look at who you are as a person. You know what I mean? That's why I said an American that ain't never been nowhere, they wouldn't be able to tell you that because they don't know. You know what I mean? That's why a lot of them will go overseas. A lot of them little white dudes will go overseas thinking they gonna go over and kill everything. And you know what I'm saying? They trying to go join the military. And then they see that a lot of the people over there are not like what they saw off TV. A lot of the people that they saw don't act like it. That's just a stereotype they was fed. And that's why they come back with a different mindset. Like, man, everybody ain't bad. That's why a lot of them be losing it. Cause they was like, bro, we was doing stuff to people who didn't even do nothing. We was doing stuff to people who was innocent women and children. I didn't know that. I thought they was all like it. And then they realized they wasn't, because that's what they was lied about. They was told that. You feel me? That's why I said you won't know till you go there. So of course, the average dumb American who ain't never been nowhere, they all for bombing people because you think everybody's a daggone terrorist. Until you go over and realize the people that they drone striking and bombing was just people in daycare centers. Basic women and children who was just trying to do their thing. They was just trying to go to school. That weighs on your conscience. That's why I said a lot of people stopped the conservative way because I thought we were doing the right thing. You know what I'm saying? That's why I tell you, man, like go out and venture, man. Go travel, go do something. You know what I mean? Like, that's why I said, man, get up off this YouTube, man. Get up off this YouTube channel because I'm finna do it. I'm thinking about because I was actually gonna make a travel channel last year. I was gonna make it because I was gonna start posting places things about like the best places to travel and to go at, you know what I'm saying? And then I'm like, how about we just go there? How about we just make one where we can go there and then show people? There was so many times, like, bro, once Daddy, y'all gotta understand, man, once Daddy turned on that travel wave, he never turned it off. He never turned it off. Like once Daddy, the first time he went somewhere was like, I think all the way out to like Washington State, you know what I'm saying? And then when he came back from Washington State, he was already in like Africa. Like, he was just going places. Him and Mama was always everywhere, dude. I'm talking like every other week. They just got back from a place. They was already planning their trip to the next place, man. They was always going somewhere. You feel me? He never turned the travel way off, even up till he died. He never turned it off, man. He was always somewhere. Every other week, bro, I tell you, he was in Africa. You know what I'm saying? Always everywhere, man. South Africa, Uganda, Nigeria, like I said, him and Mom went to Paris, went to Brussels, you know what I'm saying? Went to Dubai. They was all over the world. You feel me? The only place I know he ain't went was like Asia. You know what I mean? And if he was still alive, he'd have went to Asia because he was always everywhere, dude. And it feels good to say you been everywhere. You feel me? There were so many times we had to maneuver ministry on the off chances because, like I said, he was out of town, so we had to, we had to have backup speaker. You know what I'm saying? We had to run our roles and stuff and do stuff because he was always out of town with Mama. You feel me? And that's good. I'm like, that's good to know. And I said, once you turn that on, man, you don't turn it off. That's why I said mine been turned on. I just couldn't do it because I've been spending so much time trying to move here and just figure some stuff out in life. And now I'm like, I got some things in life figured out somewhere. And I said, now I'm about to start doing that. I really think what a detox you and de-stress you, man, is when you go travel and go places and go do stuff. That's what my wave is. I can't speak for everybody, but I can speak for me. You want to stay on that block all day, G? Go ahead and do that, man. You know what I'm saying? If you want to argue about politics all day, you go ahead and do that. I'm just telling you at the end of the day, nobody gonna win. You know what I'm saying? You don't win doing that. You feel me? We over here trying to go to the Ku Klux Klan rally where they live in no name town, Indiana, where don't none of us want to be at anyways, and trying to force them to see black people. Like, bro, I don't want to be around them. I don't want them to acknowledge us. They don't have to. They are over there staying in their business and they lane. If that's what they want to do, let them go do it, man. I don't got time to force nothing on nobody, man. I'm too busy trying to go somewhere myself and do stuff for myself. I ain't got time for this. Can't say the same for you, but again, everybody's different. I think people got to realize, man, what's important. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said, like, y'all save your money, man. Go look at places. A lot of places are cheap too. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Everything's not as expensive as you think. They just trying to make it like it. You know what I'm saying? There are places that are cheaper than your rent. If you paying all that money for rent, you could pay all that money for a ticket, bro. I'm trying to tell you. You just don't know. People look at the tickets like, oh, $600. I'm like, but your rent is like 1,500. You know what I'm saying? You literally, and then these be for like 2 weeks. You getting a 2 week trip for like $600 overseas. That's not bad, bro. I seen some places in Greece and it was Greece, Spain, and Italy, man, for like 2 weeks, 14 days. It was like $500. I said, word, $500. I said, "Yo, if I spoke Italian, I'll be over in that mug right now." I said, "Boy, all I need to know is somebody over there, so I know where I'm going at." And then second of all, I'm just like, even if I don't know nobody, I can learn how to know people. I'm good at knowing people. Any and everywhere I go, I said, "But I don't know any Negro anywhere, man. I don't care who it is." This is why I said I always put my location elsewhere because I'm like, you might need to do that to get to know people over time, dude. I don't keep in contact with my Turkish friend no more, but if I did, I said when I came to Turkey, I said they would have embraced me with open arms. She was already saying like, if you want to come here, come here. I knew her friends knew me. You feel me? Like I said, her friend at the time was interested in Joe, so I got Joe to go talk to her. Uh, you know what I'm saying? Like we was like, hey, you ever, and I told her, I said, you come to Louisville, you know, because over there, like I said, a lot of them are Muslims, so they were studying a lot of American Muslim culture. And so y'all know Muhammad Ali, right? Muhammad Ali is from Louisville like me. He's from the same city. So we would talk about that. She said, "Oh yeah, we were studying Muhammad Ali and stuff." She said, "Y'all told him I got a friend in Louisville and stuff." And you know what I'm saying? They was like, "Oh, this must be great to talk to somebody from the same city as him." You know what I'm saying? You know, Muhammad Ali was a big time Muslim. You know what I'm saying? So everybody all over the world knows him. Like he big time. But she was like, "If you ever come over here," she said, "I got a place for you." She said, "You can come over with us." You feel me? I'm very big like it. That's why I said this is why you have to know people, man, of the land and the culture. I don't think Jesus them just got up and went to Egypt by themselves. I think Joseph then probably had connections of people that they knew of. You know what I'm saying? It would make sense to kind of because I'm like, why Egypt? Like, you know how far Egypt is away from Israel? Like, why would you go all the way there? Like maybe you had the homies, like I got a homie got some land over in Cairo or something. You feel me? Like maybe there was somebody he knew over there. I don't know. It did I don't think it really said, but you know, I wouldn't be surprised if that's what it was. Like, um, ouch. What was it say? That's why I'm trying to tell you. I said, man, go places. I said, listen, I was thinking at least 2 weeks. Traveling somewhere would be like 2, 3 grand. Man, they talking about like 500. I said, you would just have to save the rest for like, I guess, spending money, you know, maybe hotel or so. Because, you know, obviously the hotel ain't in the state. But if the hotel was included, it probably wouldn't be more than $50. Like, bruh, my friend, and her mom and them was about to, and her friends was about to go to, they was about to go to Italy like 2 years ago. And she had hit me up and she was like, well, we think about sometime early in the next year. She said, if you want to go, just let me know because we'll still go. And I said, I'm down. I don't speak no Italian, but nigga got Duolingo. I'll learn it. Y'all think I'm playing? I'm really about to get Duolingo so I can learn a lot of stuff, bro. Like for real. That's why I said some of y'all might want to keep up on your Russian because you know the United States might get conquered by Russia one day, or your Chinese, because the United States might get conquered by Chinese one day. Like so, if you're still here in this country, you might want to learn some other lingo. That's why I said I represent the people now. I've been representing the people. So when King Jong Un them look at my history and be like, yeah, he did say he loved Koreans. Yeah, let me spare me, niggas. Like spare me. I ain't never had no issue with y'all niggas. I don't know no Korean person I ever got into it with. They ain't never gave me no issue. So you trying to tell fools, man. Like, gotta get outdoors, man. Get with the times. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas done got lazy. That's why I said people are just too comfortable, man, with just being where they at. And again, that's if that's you, that's fine, man. I can't do that. I can't do that. That's why I said I got too comfortable living here. You feel me? Like it's a great place as you can see. It's a beautiful place, y'all. Look, it's beautiful. Like something out of like either Las Vegas or Florida. It's beautiful. But this ain't it though. And paying the money to live here is not it. Like, bro, it's just not it. I don't want to do it no more. I don't want to pay y'all niggas another month. I told him, I said, bro, I'm not paying y'all. I don't want to pay y'all no more. Like, the money I can be using for trips overseas, I'm using to pay this and pay other bills and stuff. And it's hard to save because then, like I said, bills I always do. And I'm like, you know what? I just no, my lease is about to be up anyways. I'm like, you know what? I'm done with y'all. I'm like, it just be good. That's why like a lot of people back then they sold everything, man, so they can go travel and they can just go like do stuff. You feel me? That's probably why Jesus told that one dude to go sell all his possessions. Because if he wanted to do ministry with him, you can't be tied down with a mortgage. You ever wonder why he told him to do that? Like, that's probably the reason he told some people to do certain stuff. I don't think the disciples them had a mortgage because they was always on the road with this man. Like, I don't know. Maybe he's why he told him that. But he probably had too much pride and joy in his mansion at the time back then. paying all that money for something that he's never gonna be a part of. So Jesus probably like, bro, take that and go sell it, man. Like you ain't gonna get no use out of it. Because if he said sell all you have, it didn't tell him he said sell your money because you can't sell the money. So it's like he told him to go sell all that he had. Probably because he had too much stuff that he was managing at the time. He can't manage it while he's on the road with him. I don't know. Maybe that's the reason. I don't. It's just I start to try to wonder why Jesus said certain stuff. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it would it would make sense to me. I don't know, man. Just that's what you think about. Like, hmm. I say, God, I just don't want to waste my life slowly or at all no more. I'm tired of it. I can't do it. I can't do it. You know what I mean? You can be doing so much more, man. But again, being tied down to a mortgage or something, it just ain't it. That's why I say a lot of people are just they tired of it, man. That's why they homes is some people home getting foreclosed and stuff, and you know what I'm saying? Like they just tired of it. You know what I mean? Working an arm and a leg for 30 years to pay off a piece of property, man, that you're gonna be too old to enjoy anyways once you pay it all off, you know what I'm saying? That's crazy. It's even like it because bro, ain't no house even worth all that money anyways. That's crazy. Stuff is obnoxious, man. So that's why I tell people, man, be smart with your finances. Be smart with yourself. Because you never know, man. You might have something that's I don't know, a great opportunity. You might have a home open up in Portugal, man. You might be open to take. You feel me? That's the way I think about it. Shoot, what guy got a house me overseas? You know what I mean? Which is something I've been wanting to do in the first place, anyways. I'm just like, bro, if I ever leave San Antonio, it would either be for Miami, but I'm like, honestly, if I'm gonna leave this city, I would just go overseas. I'm not gonna move to another American city. Like, I'm just gonna go somewhere far. I move far away from my hometown. Now, if I move again, which I probably not, but I said if I move again, it's gonna be overseas. My gosh, man, like niggas not trying to stay tied down here. That's why you see my friend. I just saw my friend. Like I said, she from California, but she been all over the place, man. She done been to, I believe she done been to Mexico a couple of times because her people's them is there. You feel me? Like a lot of her family people's there. The people done been overseas. They know what it's like. They be going to Mexico like every other month. You feel me? Like that's why I told him. I said I need travel buddies like that. I need travel people like that, bro. Always on the go, man. Want to pack their bags. That's what I be talking to Jones about. I said, Jones, man, let's go. I said, bro, let's go places, dude. Let's go save our money, go do something. You feel me? Like nigga ain't trying to be tied down with nothing no more. Like, bro, let's go somewhere and do stuff. So we ain't stuck doing nothing, man. I can't stand doing nothing when I like no more. It's just annoying. This is kind of a small stream today because I just did one earlier today. So that's why I said I'm not gonna be on here. That's why I'm telling you, I'm giving y'all a lot now because I'm not gonna be on here talking all night no more, man. I'm not gonna be on here doing that. I just saw the other night stream was freaking 8 hours. I'm like, bro, that was 8 hours of this. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, we was on this mug for 8 hours, cuz. Like, I can't keep doing that. But I said I can now because I know that I'm not gonna do these no more like that. So again, I don't mind giving you a little bit of my time because my time is about to be focused on doing something else. So that's why I said that give us more time to focus on our Discord calls and you know what I'm saying? Our music streams and stuff like that. That's why I'm about to pump out a whole bunch of music streams. But I'm like, if you end up moving, I'm like, I'm not gonna be doing a lot of these like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll just I'll take a break from that. You know what I mean? But I forgot I got clear space. I gotta find space and stuff. Invest in like more hard drives so I can put stuff on backup so I can get it off my main computer. Because that's really what it is. I gotta get off the main computer because all of that stuff adds up, man. That's a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? So my friend asked me a while back because she saw I always go back to my hometown. And so she was like, "You go back like every couple of weeks." I said, "Yeah." "Hey," she said, "Do you sell drugs?" She said, "You be selling dope?" I said, "What?" She said, "'Cause you always traveling, going places." I'm like, "No." I was like, "I don't sell drugs." I said, "Why I gotta sell dope to get a plane ticket, nigga?" Like, I said, "Girl, if I sold dope, I would not be booking trips back to Louisville. If anywhere, why would I go sell dope and go back to Kentucky? I could have just stayed in Kentucky selling dope. I'll be booking flights to like California to get more connects or overseas where I can get bigger connect. Why am I gonna go back to Kentucky? That makes literally no sense." I was like, "See what I'm saying? People just they can't believe you have money." You know, he said, "I'm not really tech savvy, but is there a way to move faster?" I feel like, yeah, Microsoft has like its own little thing, but I don't trust them. That's why I said, like, you understand, you can do it. I do that too. It's a backup that I pay like a little extra money, like a little 2.99 or 3.99 or whatever for some more storage. But I don't trust them because I'm like, again, that's by them. I want to have my backup files on my own thing. You feel me? Because I'm like, just in case they decide to, if their website gets down or they just want to delete your stuff, like I can have a backup file on my own time. You feel me? Like, and plus I like it better like that too, so I can add the new stuff to that as well. You know what I'm saying? So my main computer storage don't get taken up with a whole bunch of stuff. You know what I mean? Girl, talk about you sell drugs. Why I gotta sell drugs, man? Just cause I cause I go out of town. Cause I think that's after I came from like Panama City and then I went to Louis. She was like, "You travel?" She said, "I know you travel a lot." She said, "You be selling drugs?" I said, "Again, I would not be in Panama City or Louisville, Kentucky if I sold dope, man. Like I wouldn't. There ain't even no places to go, man. Ain't no drug money there. Like, if anything, the drug money be in California. Like, why am I gonna go to Kentucky? Niggas ain't got no money, man. It's their mama's money. It's their EBT. What the ABT? What the BT? We don't got no money out there. So I don't know, man. I just been thinking about some stuff. So I'm in the next phase of what I want to do, man, in my life. You know what I'm saying? So this raggedy platform is nowhere in it. So we got July or June coming up in a couple of days. We'll have July coming up soon after that. Maybe around like July 15th or so, you know what I'm saying? I'll stop it. But I'm serious, man. I just want some time to just not do this no more. So enjoy these daily live streams or however many I'm giving y'all, because it ain't gonna be like this all the time. Again, if you want to be added to our community, y'all better start talking now, you little weird freaks. Y'all better start coming in here saying stuff. Because if y'all don't, I'm trying to tell you, I see y'all on my other stuff. Y'all niggas are the super irrelevant niggas won't come out there the stuff is done. Nah, don't talk now. Don't talk. Ooh. Mm. That's why I said I'm talking in front of y'all now because hopefully it's motivating a lot of y'all and it's entertaining. So, it's a time killer. You know what I'm saying? You kill time. But ain't always gonna be like it, y'all. So that's what I'm trying to tell y'all, boy. Y'all better take what I'm saying, be a part of that. Cause I know what I got planned for me. I can't say that, no. Hold on, I'm gonna go to the store. I need something to drink. Drink the last of my stuff today. So I'll take y'all to the store and I'm gonna get up off his mug, you know what I mean? So yeah, my people, man. I be having some good people, man, in my life. I love them, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I be seeing my peoples all the time, man. You know what I'm saying? My boy, he in Oklahoma right now. He's staying there for a whole month for work. Well, him and his wife just got a house, you know what I'm saying? And so he had text the homies. He was like, he came to me Sunday. He said, "Yeah, man." He said, "You mind helping us? You might helping her move and stuff. She got some of her family over helping her." He's like, "You mind helping her move?" I said, "Yeah, bro, I got you, man. Like, you ain't gotta ask me. You already know it. You feel me? Y'all people, you feel me?" That's my boy. He's silly, man. He's like, but so a couple of weeks or so, I'm in. help them move, man, to their house. That's what's up. So I'm happy about that. You know what I'm saying? Uh, but you be knowing some good people, man. You know, some real good people. Show you some mad love. You know what I'm saying? Like that's where that girl's from. She from the same church I go to. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Uh, they be cool, man. You feel me? That's why we trying to tell a brother, bro. If you single, man, shoot, go to a church in Texas. You gonna find plenty. I can't say the same from Maryland or whatever, but I'm like, go to a church in Texas. You gonna find plenty. Because even homie was telling me, he said, "Hey, bro, so what's up with the dating game, man?" He said, "Get off me." He said, "What's up with the dating game, man?" He was like, he said, "Bro," he said, "You see, we got a lot to go to our church." I know. I said, "But look, I'm on my time, bro. Feel cool, lady." Uh, First time watching, I live in Oklahoma. That's what's up. Shout out to Tulsa, man. Shout out to Tulsa. I know y'all ain't sweet over there, boy. Y'all be having some issues with them hoodlums. I know they be wild over in Tulsa. I said, I didn't even know Tulsa got down, like, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I didn't know black people was even in Oklahoma. I thought Oklahoma was all white people. I did not even know black people was over there. I said, it's rough in Tulsa, it's rough in OKC. Choose one. That's when it happens. It happens, right? I told myself, bro, look, nigga, I'm just coasting the waves, man. I ain't worried about that. I'm just coasting the waves. But I ain't gonna lie, you see a lot of them. That's why I said you see a lot of them here, bro. That's why we try to tell you, boy, it's a single man dream. Like, live in Pittsburgh. Shout out to Pittsburgh, man. Never been there. I ain't never been to Pennsylvania. Never been up there. Hey, Which one's better, Pittsburgh or Philadelphia? That's got to be a rivalry with them two. Like, what's happening? What's happening? 918. Is that the area code? Where's 918 at? Where is it? It's only in North Side, but Tulsa is chill. Okay, that's cool. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't even know what Oklahoma known for. I just know they a Panhandle state. I'm a state over from y'all. I'm in Texas, so shouts out to y'all, man. And shouts out to y'all Oklahoma City Thunder. Shouts out to y'all OKC. Boy, I got blew out the other game I watched the other day. I said, come on with me, Yama. Don't do them like that. Well, the score was like 42 to like 70 something. I said, oh my God. I was like, oh, this is not good. This is not good at all. So yeah, shouts out to y'all, man. Y'all gonna need all the luck y'all need. Yeah. Pittsburgh, that's what's up. Yeah, that's what's up. Uh, what about 6-1? What is 6-1? What is that? It's a church I go to here. Hold on. I lived in Texas for like 7 years though. Born and raised in Oklahoma. Okay, shout out to Oklahoma, man. Shout out to y'all, bro. I ain't never been out there. I don't even know what's in Oklahoma, but like I said, I guess I'll try every state once. You know what I'm saying? I'll come out there and see what's up with you. But you know what I mean? Shouts out to y'all though. Look, I done been uh a lot of places though, but I think we was in Oklahoma one time. I think we was at the tip top of it. We was going to California. I think we had drafted up, but I couldn't tell you was there. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But like trying to tell brothers, I'm like, look, man, if you single, go to a good church. Please don't go to a weird one. You feel me? There's a lot of single sisters at the church I go to. You know what I'm saying? And we don't have a single ministry, but I said, they was like, well, you should, because they have a lot of people that will be interested. You know, nigga, that's the same that same girl I just ran into. That's the one we go to the familiar nights to each other. You know what I'm saying? So we be like having little conversations, just convoing it up and talking and stuff. And so the homie that leads it, he came to me and said, "Yeah," I said, "I'll see you with what's the name?" He was like, "What's up with that, man?" I said, "For nothing. I'm just having a conversation." He said, "Yeah." He said, "Right, right, just conversation." Yeah, I said, "Bro, it's just a convo, man. I ain't going nowhere." I said, "Unlike a lot of these other weird niggas, I don't go to church just to hit on women. I don't do that stuff. I could have did that stuff out there and everything else I did. I don't not need to go to church to hit on women. I'd never do that." So I could though. They can't. I could. It works for me. It don't work for you. Oh man. But like I said, if you single, man, keep putting yourself out there. You'll find somebody. If you want to, you'll find somebody. Somebody that'll treat you with love and care. Not somebody that treat you like a discarded piece of her. Like, bro, come on. I better find y'all some love. Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, I mean, everybody will find love. I don't care about that. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like I like it, but I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even tell people about my love life, and I don't even that's the stuff I don't even talk about. Everybody's like, "Oh, you're gonna make a woman so happy one day. Where's she at? None of your business." That's where she at. I would not plaster her all on that social media because I know I got a bunch of freaks like that over here. You know how many women came over here thinking they gonna be the one? Imagine if I plastered my one on her and they're gonna be offended because I thought I was a no, you're not the one. You could never be the one. You're not a one, you're a none. Uh, I said, girl, you thought you had a chance. You don't get out of my face. Like, anybody looking at that? Like, like, ew. Smelling like an old molded sandwich. Everybody find love right now, or one day. Some people are just like I said, it's sooner than others. So, you know, you know, there's some of us like some people are just very content with just being alone. Don't nothing better happen when you just got out of something and you start traveling. I'm trying to tell you, boy, when I went to Costa Rica, my sister got married in Costa Rica in 2021. I just broke up with my ex, dog. It felt so good. Yo, it felt good, man. Cause a couple of weeks later, I went to Costa Rica. Bro, I was not worried about nothing. No stress. Bro, that was one of the first times I was not tight jawed, a tight neck, or you got that feeling in your chest or your stomach. Bro, I felt so good. I was free, man. I said, I ain't worried about a nigga road. Why is it every time you got to break up, you go travel? It feels good. It feels good. I said, maybe it's just me or something, but it's like, it feels good. I said, I ain't even tripping. I ain't worried on nothing. You feel me? Like I said, we would still say what's up to each other. We still text like daily. It was like one text a day, you know what I'm saying? But we was done for a long time. And I felt good. I was like, bro, I feel so good, man. Like I ain't gotta see you. I went on a date in Costa Rica. I said, boy, this is freedom. This feels good. You feel me? Like I was like, man, I ain't gotta worry about nothing. You know what I mean? And then like a month or so later, that's when she won't go to San Antonio together. That's when I first came here. But she won't go together. I was like, bro, why you messing with me? Like, bro, I like my time to myself, homie. Why you keep bothering me? Man? Dang. It's like I want to fall in love again. I don't. Like, I don't want to. Uh, Said it would take y'all to hook me up with someone, but I'm a G mama. Are you saying okay? I thought you said I'm a Goma. I was like, you talking about Goomba from Mario? Like you said, I'm a Goomba. I was like, those exist in our universe. If those exist, does Mario and Luigi exist? Does Captain Bowser exist too? I was like, what is? Okay. Hey, listen. Don't think you can't find love because you're a grandma. I done seen some sexy grandmamas. I done seen a couple of them. Don't think, bro. I almost had a grandmama come and wife me up out here. I was like, bro, shoot. Said, man, shoot. You have any idea how many hot moms I've seen in my day? Like, you look good and take care of yourself. I said, boy, I listen, Stevie would do some things. I'll wipe you up. I'll take you and wine and dine you. Say I won't. That's why I said my friend. Y'all just heard me say to my friend over there, shit, her mama looked like her sister. She looked young. They be looking good. My homeboy, man, his mama told me, he told me to take a picture of him and his mama. That look like his sister, bro. She looked good too. I said, hey, tell her I said, sir, you know what I mean? Stevie like him older. Sure do. I was really talking to an older homie, man. He told me, he said, bro, he said, get your older one. He said, get your older one. He said, they know what they want in life. You know what I'm saying? I said, shoot, say less. Y'all think I want? Well, you keep playing. Y'all young girls keep playing. Well, I'm gonna give me a grandma. Don't nobody make it like Granny. Come on, dog. Granny got the best grits. Like, hold on. Where you at? What am I coming here to get? I came here to get something to drink. Shoot. That's why I said God provides you somebody, man. Shoot. Especially you live in San Antonio. You have any idea how many people looking to wipe something up out here? Shoot. Oh, I think I'm gonna take some. I ain't gonna take a Pepsi. I need to stop drinking that stuff. Coke Zero. Yo. Oh, stand taste. Y'all find y'all spouse out here, man. You feel me? That's why I say, you know what's funny? You don't have to go looking for it like you think. I mean, you can put yourself out there, put yourself on a date app or whatever. But I said, but honestly, man, when you ain't looking for it, those be the best relationships because it's almost like they came from nowhere. You know what I'm saying? I don't even be tripping. I'm like, bro, you know what? If I fall in love with somebody because we just happen to see each other, I said, and that's what's up. That's us. You feel me? Like, I said, I think the thing that comes from that is just like not being desperate. You feel me? Like, said the running club. Hey, I did the running club too. That same girl I just ran into, like we do the running club together. You feel me? And a lot of it be for like singles and stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? Most people be singles. Like I said, you could, but I don't do that. I'm like, I didn't do that for that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't desperate. I ain't one of them the thirsty niggas to go join clubs just so I'm trying to get somebody. You know what I'm saying? Dudes done join the glee club, man. They done joined the the coaches club, man. They joined the golf club. Anywhere they see girls at, man. The cheerleading squad, they'll join anything, just trying to get girls. That's why niggas go to church, because they trying to go get women. Like, anywhere there's girls, man, dudes always trying to be up on it, man. Dudes only do volunteer work because the girls out there. Like, you know what I mean? I said you can meet anybody anywhere, honestly, for real. Like, said dating pool is very terrible in Pittsburgh for a woman like me that has standards and God is my everything in my life. Most of them, the men here don't have any goals. Anything. Yeah, it's crazy. I always notice it's the men up north. I don't know if it's just people up north, but they kind of be a little funny. Cause like I said, I'm from Kentucky and people there act weird too. It's like once you go past like Tennessee, people are like kind of slow. And so like the more north you go, it's almost like the dumber. Cause then you go to New York City and everybody says everybody's terrible to date in New York City. I'm just like, dang, bro, that sucks. Versus you come down here, people are cool. The dating pool is very easy. It's very cool down here. You feel me? So I feel like the more south you go, man, everybody's cool. The more up north you go, people are just kind of like, I don't know. Maybe it's because y'all all bored. You ain't got nothing going on for you. Uh, can I go to one of these red states? Let me see. I'll go over so yeah, I don't know, man. The dating scene, man, it just differs, I guess, where you go at, you know what I'm saying? So, come on, man, scare my juice. That's why I just told you. I said, bro, go elsewhere, man. Go places and do stuff. You feel me? Like, don't stay in your hometown just trying to love on people, man. Because people where you from are dumb. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. It's like two people can't get together. It's almost like they say two wrongs don't make it right. Like you getting with somebody where you from is just not right. Oh shoot. There you go. Stuff in here. I think every time I go on Target, like the service gets kind of crappy. So I don't know. Drink some this juice. I'm thirsty. Hang on. Uh, I gotta just get out. Hey, I mean, people, I be looking for love. Are you staying in your city? Yeah, that's your problem. People in your city. You can't do that. You have any idea how many times I did not fall in love? I was like, girl, you live here to eat. Mm, dang, drop it. Ugh. Say, girl, you live in Louisville, Kentucky. You thought you was really gonna you thought you was really gonna tell that? Like, man. I was in love with a white girl over in Louisville, Kentucky. Again, I liked her more than most people I've ever really been with. But I told her, I said, hey, you live here, baby. I'm sorry. I said, hey, baby girl, you live here. I said, I'm gonna have to let you go. You know what I'm saying? Like, I said, look, it just ain't it. It's not you, it's me. I'm moving on to higher heights. Said, I know you live out there, and she said, I wouldn't want you to come move back for me. I said, I wouldn't. I wasn't gonna do this. So, girl, don't flatter yourself like that. You cute, but you ain't not the only one. Like, man, please. Just put yourself out there, man. Look, I'm gonna tell you what I did. I always put myself in different cities. Like I always will put myself in a different location because I know people's mindset is different any and everywhere you go at. So when you stay with people that's in the mindset that's like you in the city, like you're gonna get the same result. You feel me? I don't want somebody that's like me. That's annoying. You know what I mean? You born in the same city, we both born in like the same area. All this all this stuff that God gave us out here, man. All these options we got, we gonna choose somebody that was born off the block. I'm not with that. I don't like it. Well, I tell you, I said, boy, go branch out and find people, man. Like, dang, it worked for me. I can't speak for y'all. It's always worked for me. So I'm just trying to tell you how the game goes. Some of y'all be too prideful to put yourself out there and say hi to somebody. I said, look, I do it. I've always done it. I met a lot of people that way. I be scared. I don't know. People just look at me like looking desperate, bro. There's no such thing as looking desperate. Me looking for love, bro. Come on. As I had to tell one of the homies, I said, bro, your future spouse is out there, but she don't know you exist, dude. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I said, bro, they don't know you from nowhere. So again, you think people grow up knowing that their husband lives in Tampa or something like they don't know that. They have no idea where you from or who you are. So again, you have to put yourself out there so people know. Because if you don't put yourself out there, her future other spouse might be the dude that slides up first. You got to be the one to say to her first. Because again, nobody's going. They don't know they're your spouse in the future. You feel me? And ain't nobody gonna work 30 years for you to walk up on them. Like it don't work like that. So again, early bird gets the worm, right? So you gotta do the same thing. Make yourself known, man. Ain't nothing wrong with making yourself known. Put yourself out there. And especially as women, I be trying to tell you, man, do not be stingy, dude. Dudes do not like stingy women. You ain't gotta walk up and shoot the first game. I'm not saying you gotta go up and give them your number, but I said, but don't be snobby, man. Come on, you can say what's up. Ain't nothing wrong with saying what's up. You can put yourself on a dating app too. Like, come on, dude. A lot of people meet each other that way. You know what I mean? I be trying to tell you, I said, bro, my brother met his wife in the DM, bro. He met her because he knew her from somewhere. I think he slid up on her one day, and that's how they met each other. That's how you do it. You feel me? You have to be creative nowadays, man. This is how the game goes. You feel me? You gotta talk to people. Sorry about that, y'all. Mm. You better stop being snobby. I be trying to tell y'all keys to the game, boy. Y'all ain't gonna listen to what I'm saying. All right. It's gonna be hard for you. It's gonna be hard for you dudes. I like that. Never know till you put yourself out there. Like I said, I had a date with somebody, man, months ago, man. Well, actually last year. It was like around last year. But we actually went to this little place right here, this little burger joint, whatever. That's all. I mean, she was cool, you know what I'm saying? Till she wasn't. She was cool, little, nice black girl, you know what I'm saying? She's from Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? So but she had these like really pretty eyes. Like her eyes was like a different type color. Like it was pretty too, man. It was real pretty. And so I talked to her, you know what I'm saying? She was cool, you know what I'm saying? She did social media content as well. So we vibe with each other until I don't know, she got all really funny one day. Like I said, she was definitely a type that wouldn't slide up on you, but she slid up on me. Y'all see how I can get you to slide up on me first? I can get you to slide up on me without me having to do that. And I said, see, I'm just good like that. I'm just good like that. Mm, mm. But you never know unless you put yourself out there. What's up, America? Mm. What are your views on the dating game, America? From a woman's point of view? What's hot? It's hot. Hungry again. So That's why I think it's important to reiterate going traveling and stuff. Because again, you never know the people you can meet on there. A lot of people have met their spouse like it. It's not just for fun of it for vacation, y'all. It's really for to meet people. It's a great way to meet people. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know who that person could be. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Y'all just stop being stuck up and snobby, dude. Like, go meet people elsewhere, man. Like, oh, you definitely do. I believe. That's why you have to have discernment from the Holy Spirit, because maybe He's trying to get you to go overseas and meet your spouse. See, everybody think because they go to church, they're gonna find a one. Like, bro, God might even have you meet your spouse in church. That's what people don't understand, dude. Everybody don't just meet each other in church, dummy. Like they go other places. You feel me? That's why they be in there fighting over the same brother or same sister. You feel me? Because again, they thought that God told me to tell you that you my husband because you go. No, He didn't say that. So he tried to tell you. I said, bro, y'all can't be dumb. Like you gotta think, dude. You feel me? Like I'm trying to be slow, man. Trying to get something like, nah, man. God is not gonna have you meet your spouse in church all the time, dude. There's people that met each other on a job. They met each other overseas, man. They met each other through court. You know what I'm saying? Through a traffic jam or something. You know what I'm saying? They cut them off in traffic. They pulled over and realized how beautiful she was, and like, hey, give me your number. You feel me? And that's how it happened. I know a brother that met his wife, brother, through a burger joint. Said she was nasty, had a nasty attitude, and he's kind of nasty too. So they start talking crazy to each other. And he told him, he said, you know what? He said, you give me your manager number, you give me your number. That was smooth. Oh, it was smooth. That boy now has like 7 kids. I said, and he can tell all his kids and kids, that's how I met your mother. Easy as that. You gotta just meet your spouse in church, man. Come on, dude. Meet your spouse anywhere. You know how most good relationships come when there's conflict. There's conflict. You had a conflict with each other. Y'all both arguing your points of views, and then y'all realize that both of y'all kind of like y'all like it, you like each other, and then y'all just make it. I don't know, it's like work. Me and one girl realized we had a lot in common when we realized we didn't have a lot of common. We always argued over everything, man. That's when we was arguing over like politics and stupid stuff at the time. It was stupid stuff. But the way we would argue, we was like good friends though. Like we would argue, then we would just be like, you know what, I kind of like you. I kind of like you. uh, I say no children until your sister will find yourself. Hmm. Until God find a career, save, save, do background checks, generational curses are coming. Yep, they are. That's why I say do background checks on women too. Make sure they ain't trying to con you for your money. Like, I guess that's crazy. You gotta do that nowadays. But I always tell people I ain't got nothing to hide. I said, look me up. I ain't got nothing to hide. Just don't recognize my last name because when they if they do know us and they find out who my last name is, they're like, yeah, I don't want people like that to know me. I don't do that. That's the reason I say stuff like that because women to come over here and swear that God told them that I'm their husband. Like that does never work with me. So yep. Well, God also says I have the right to choose, so I can still say no. I can still say no. Huh. God can recommend you to me, but I can still be like, nah, I'm good, God. I don't want that. I don't want that. I think the desperation is just crazy too. Now, no. I said, I'm not a desperate dude, so I ain't gotta do all. You know, so. Why they be lying? Talking about God told me to tell you. I'm like, girl, God did not tell you something. I said, do you know some of the most unattractive women that to me when they do that? When they talk about God said, I do not like people that do that type of stuff. When she automatically comes around trying to be deep, I know it's a red flag. She is the most obnoxious Negro you ever gonna meet. I don't know if you. I'm like, yeah, don't try to use the Holy Spirit to use the white. Bro, stop doing that. Dang, doing that. I don't think he was doing that. I think he was connected to the local Wi-Fi over here. That's what doing that. I don't think he was doing that. I think he was connected to the local Wi-Fi over here. That's what it is. Stuff is annoying. I say, yeah, don't let nobody lie on God. Oldest game in the book. I said, now you see why everybody go elsewhere except church to go find a spouse because the weirdest people you gonna find is in church. I can't believe people fall for that. Like, what happened to just having mutual attraction because you like me because I'm hot? Like, what happened to that? You know what I'm saying? You can have the Holy Spirit and still tell somebody like, "Hey, you attractive." You know what I'm saying? Why can't you just say that? What's wrong with it? It's all this fake stuff now. Top is weird. This dog's over with this child. So, no. Yeah, don't play manipulation games to get a spouse. Don't be like one of these spiritual weirdos. That's weird. Again, I don't understand why everybody think they got to meet in church. I do not think you have to. Like, truth be told, bro, I don't even think church is a good place to meet people. That's why I never really meet them in church because I'm like, people be strange, man. I'm trying to tell you. Everybody already refers to each other as brother and sister, and you know what I'm saying. Everybody keeps it on like a super friendly vibe. So I'm like, it's almost like you literally like my brother or sister. I can't date you. Like, ew. We got a really friendly vibe, and then I go into, hey, I think I like you. Ew, man. Like, no. And I still gotta call you sister such and such. How am I supposed to transition that over from wedding night to when I gotta consummate with you and I'm looking like, well, technically she's my sister in the Lord. No, I don't think about that. My girl, I gotta be into you. I gotta go into you. I don't want to think about my sister, nigga. Like that's so weird, man. Don't try to do that. That stuff is extreme. That's why I tell people stop doing that stuff, man. Because again, y'all make it weird. And that's probably why y'all can't get along, man. Because y'all got a brother sister vibe. Stuff is mad obnoxious. So why can't I just like you, man? Like, dang, extremely not a good place to meet. That's why I told brother, I said, bro, just because I go to a church here does not mean I'm just gonna grab some local woman you see. You feel me? I know they're not weird. See, here they not weird. Everywhere else, I can't say the same for a group. You know what I'm saying? But I said I don't do that because it make me feel like I'm a wolf in church. You know how you got wolves in church, man, trying to go after the sisters. I don't do that stuff, man. I used to be a pretty boy, but I wouldn't do stuff like, yeah. I'm like, I never did in church. Well, I just thought it was like weird though. I was just like, I don't need to feel like I need church to go get a wife. Like I'll just be able to do it on my own. And I said, most of these people come here to be focused. They're not here for a dude. Even though they know they would talk to you if you wanted. But I said, they're not here for no man, bro. They're here to just hear God's word and do what they supposed. They part of teams and stuff. They're not here to do this. You know what I mean? And then when you hear their story, they just got out of something, man. Like you ain't trying to put them in a bad situation. But somebody wouldn't care because they'll be like, well, see, God told me to tell you I'm your solution. No, you ain't. Nigga, please. That's what happened when you weird though. Only weird dudes use that type of stuff when they can't attract women on their own. His pickup game sucked, so he couldn't get women, so he got to go use the word of God. Imagine that, y'all. You got to use the word of God to go get a broad. Strange things. Go here, sit down. Imagine that though. Hey, hey, all the ladies in here, imagine that. You sitting there minding your business. And somebody tell you they was like, oh, well, see, you know, God told me to come talk to you. Hey, some lame man come and tell you, hey girl, God told me he's the weird nigga on church sitting there staring at you from afar all the way across the room. God told me come talk to you. Would you talk to him, women? Would y'all? Because I want to know if y'all would. If he came and that was his best pickup line. Now, hey, how you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I'm such and such. It's nice to meet you. You know what I'm saying? If his best pickup line was, hey, God wanted me to come talk to you, would y'all talk to him? Yes or no? I need to hear this. Whoever's in there, 'cause I need to know how this plays out. I got to figure out if women find that stuff sexy or attractive. You know what I'm saying? I would ask which one. Which one? What? Pretty sure I already know the answer to this. Oh, the God, you might have the same God. No, 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 no. The God of his ego told him, "Hey, man, go over and say something to her. You know she wants you. That's why she looked at you." That's the God he meant. The God of his Kanye-ness. That's what he meant. He didn't mean the God of our Lord and Savior. Said God told me to come. Yeah, God. Of course, God said it. He think he is God. He think he's the Lord. Uh, so Jay Z want to be said no, no. See, luckily Steve has never had to use those type of lines to get women. You know what I say? What's up? How you doing? You feel me? Or fair, we have common interests. I was like, oh my bad, I didn't mean to bump into you. I always do that. I always act like I bump into you. I act like I'm not looking at where I'm going. And then I kind of bump into, oh, my bad. Oh, my bad. I didn't mean to. Oh, look at me, y'all. I'm like, girl, I'm so clumsy. My bad. Feel me? I was, oh, let me help you get them papers I just dropped on your papers you dropped. My bad. I'm like, hey, you such and such, right? Uh, it works. She already knows it's a setup. That's why I tell them, I say, yeah, girl, you know how I met you? Yeah, it was actually set up. They be like, you dirty dog. I'm like, I know. It works now. It don't matter. You just do stuff like that. Just get the numb. Ain't nothing wrong with it. You really? I don't gotta use a punchline. And the Lord said in Psalms, verse 23. No, he didn't say that. Don't do that. That's on the track because then they make a woman feel like she's forced. Like, how you gonna force a nigga? That's like weird. Gonna force a woman with a word. That's crazy. Uh, I would send him on his way. Yeah, send him on his way. What the world? I sent him on his way as you should. Hey, crazy. Yo, they really think that's their best punchline though. That's why I said they think that's their best punchline. The Lord told me to tell you. Said the Lord didn't tell you to take a shower, but he told you to tell some broad that that's your wife. Okay. I heard women say they be like, yeah, some dude was talking about, yeah, just go pray on it. You go pray on it, nigga. You don't want to send to me. How you gonna tell? That's called manipulation. You see what I'm saying? You gonna make somebody else go pray on it when it's something that you want. So even in that, women, they telling y'all that it's still your job to go decide. It's your job to solidify y'all. That's pretty much what he's saying. That's a man that can't provide. It's a man that can't love y'all. Mm. That's crazy. As you said. The hell? Nope. Years ago, I went on dated man from church, and he was the worst. I would not date a man who pretend to be godly, especially saying God said, "Oh my Lord." On on the date, in the spirit, he smiled, but his face. Well, it must be a continuation to that. I could have told y'all that, man. Y'all should have came to me first. I'd have told y'all that. Um, his face melted in front of my eyes. He turned out after researching the demon. Yep, he's a freaking spiritual weirdo. That's why I try to tell you. What he was trying to get you to come home and fold his laundry. He's trying to get you to come home and fold his laundry. I said, yeah, no, don't fall for that. Dudes want y'all to make that mac and cheese. Like, come on, man, don't fall for those dudes. Huh? He's looking for another runner-up candidate to be his mama. So good you didn't fall for that, because that's what you would have been doing. That's why I said, bro, if I was y'all women, I'd look at them lame niggas like, nigga, if you don't get out my face. That's when you take a Louisville Slugger and testify. Like, yeah, that's when you come out like, boy, you pull like a boy, get him out of my face. Before you better get him out of my face, I'll pull this trigger. That's why I tell y'all women, y'all need to have y'all stuff, man. Because these niggas be weird. You need to look at him as the same way as a dude that's looking at you from halfway across the street. This old weirdo that you don't know. That's a I don't even want to call him a wolf in sheep club because a wolf is real. Niggas ain't real, but that's a daggone that's a bag on that's a but he's a daggone Yorkie. Buddy one of them little Yorkie lap dogs trying to act like he's really about it. You know, the little small dogs think they got like a big bite. And be the dog's like, boy, I'll flick you. You know, like, you feel me? But he's trying to be a Yorkie. Like, well, you don't get on out of here. That's when young women step up. Boy, I'm a Great Dane, daggone nigga. You better back up. I'ma hurt you. You know, y'all know how to hurt their feelings, boy. You ain't got no word. Go on. That hurt their feelings. They think they got word. Oh my gosh. I guarantee you, if you walk up and hug him and smell him, boy, buddy smell like biscuits and gravy. I guarantee you. They look like they stink. Notice they don't never come smelling good. That's why I stay smelling good. I stay looking good. I stay with it. I stay with it. You never know who you gonna run into, man. You feel me? I don't want to be smelling like a delicious breakfast. Ain't even breakfast time. What's up, Laura? See, Laura knows about it. She know about these spiritual widow dudes who be trying to date you. Dudes be trying to act all silly and whatnot. Trying to act like they with the business. Trying to use God to go get some taint. You can't use God for that, stupid. That does not make sense. I told you, man. I know dudes like that, man. The girl said, dude, try to use the scripture so he can get laid. Yo, you ain't never how to do that before. You know you starving when you got to use the word of God to go get some of that Marvin. Like, Negro, you are lame. Yeah, they gonna read what they sold. Show is. So not only are you going to bed dry, but now you labeled as a weirdo and you going to bed dry. He'll never know what it's like to have a warmth of a woman on him. Yep, he never will. You keep it up with that, Ray boy. That's the one that dude was saying. The only one that'll love him is his mother. His mother's the only one that's gonna make his ratatouille stew. Yeah, cause yo, that other girl ain't. I can't believe dudes done got bad at the game now. Like, bro, y'all that bad? You thought you was gonna use the Lord to go get some stuff? Some wop? No, man. It don't work like that. That's exactly the opposite of using the Lord that you're supposed to do. That does not work. You can't use the Lord to get what you want in this world, bro. Still called manipulation, stupid. You can't do that. Imagine what that make a woman feel like if she didn't know no better. That's why I'm so glad y'all women ain't stupid. Because imagine the stuff that dudes would be trying to make y'all feel if y'all say no. You don't give a something, gonna be like, God's gonna see you to hell. How would you know? And so is God gonna see you to hell for your whack game you got. You ain't got no game. You stand before the Lord and you get judged. Like all those years, you didn't even have game. No game, no shame. Get out. When God's be telling you, he be sitting on your shoulder like, don't say that, don't say that. I know God be sitting there cringing like, hey man, please don't say this little punchline you about to say. Please don't say this little cringy punchline you about to say. And then they say, and God's just like, I told you don't say that. I told you don't say that. Hey man. Mm-mm-mm-mm. That's what them tricks. Them little tricks out there. But he's smelling like a pot of sauerkraut, man, trying to holler at females. I said, boy, even if you got the third base, that means she got to take all the stuff off of you. You stink. You smell like a daggone work boot. If you was close to get laid, they sure would change their mind because you stink. Like, bro. And these old dudes with these old flabby tummies. I'm like, bro, she don't want to work with her. You know why? I see why you gotta use the word of God now, because she ain't trying to go through all that tummy meat you got, boy. Trying to figure out what your thing is. Bro, they have lost all options, y'all. That's why I said people just think blasphemy is walking around talking, I swear to God, and lying on God's name. Like, no, blasphemy is stuff like that. You trying to use God to get laid. That's blasphemy. Yo, man. That's crazy. This old Pumbaa looking like Warhog, man, trying to score a female. Like, poor, please. Gosh, man. They can't even come up and talk to y'all no more, y'all. Women, they either come up and grab y'all, or they try to use the word of God. In both instances, women don't want to. They don't want to like yellow, big
Teletubby pandas. Like, look here, Jack Black. Don't try to ever come over and use the word of God to talk to me again. Like, don't do that. All them dudes are the ones that wear the socks with the color tips on it. They don't wear the all black like anklet socks like we all wear. They wear like the long sock, the long white socks with the gray tips. I promise you. I promise you they do. Well, you know his feet smell like a slice of pizza. I promise you they do. Y'all think I'm joking, boy. You know they do. They gonna be laid up in some chick's bed. Like, boy, please, you stink. So I intimidate them, boy. That's good, girl. You better intimidate them. Keep on intimidating. Cause see, they don't know they mess with Laura. Laura ain't to be played with. Like, other name could be Laura Love. Laura Love is not nobody to be played with, Poppy. You better come correct. And you better have respect. Because Laura can be very direct. And she can break your neck. Yeah, don't touch me. Yeah, that's nasty. Try to touch you, hey girl. Like, boy, you better get off me if I take your arms off of you. Yeah, keep on turning them down, Laura. That's good. Keep on turning them down. I say that's what I'd do as a woman, man. If I was one, like, because I'm like, bro, this can't be your best game. This cannot be your best game you got. Like, try to say the Lord told me come talk to you. Some girl try to use it on me. I said, yeah, yeah, you think I was stupid, right? I said, okay, we'll see what the Lord said. We'll see what the Lord actually said. And then you see what they start acting like. Then they acting all funny and then they fidgety. I said, oh, I thought you said the Lord said. I thought you said the Lord said. And I don't know. I don't know how to feel about stuff. So then don't use God's name and stuff that you're not sure about, stupid. I said, you didn't think I know how the game go? I'm not stupid. You only had to say God said because you can't say. Duh. Stupid. They hug and leave a smell. That's what I said. Man. Buddy ever smelling like tuna, man, leaving his victim smelling like fish. Like, boy, how you smell like a Long John Silver plate, man? You ain't even been a Long John Silver. So I said, they be trying to give y'all hugs, man. That's why I said all the women that give me hugs is because I don't force hugs on them. They want to come give me a hug. They see what they working with. You feel me? They ain't trying to hug no dude that's like a toothpick. Dude's like 79 pounds. Like, dude, she would kill you. She'd kill you. They do. Bro, I know a dude like that, man. He would spray cologne over himself, but he still stink. I said, and it wasn't even a good type of cologne. I was like, bro, you stink. You smell like he's spraying like that old Glade clean linen smell. You feel me? I don't like the smell of clean linen. That already stinks. What he thought cause he sprayed clean linen over this. I was like, bro, you just smell like a dry sheet. Like you don't even smell like you fresh. You just smell like you came out the dry. Like, you think that's gonna pull women? Like, bro. That's why I said back then in the black room, we had something called washing up. Like you ain't have to have like a quick bath. You just hear me. You know what I'm saying? That's what he did. He said there washing up, going on a date. I saw a Negro use the same pair of dirty socks, man. Had the place smelling funky. I said, bro, put your shoes on. I gonna get out the shower and put on the same pair of dirty socks. I was like, he's talking about he's a lady killer. I said, it makes sense why we in Miami. He think he pulling all the bras, yeah. And I said, but if you was around him right now and you took your shoes off, I promise you they get up and leave. I promise you. Well, Negro had the Sprinter van smelling like green beans, yo. I'm not even lying, bro. It literally smelled like green beans. 2 in the morning, I was like, bro, like I was getting hungry. I said, bro, I'm hungry. It smell like green beans. It smell like Popeye's green beans. They put the ham in it and stuff. And I said, wait a minute, ain't eating no food here. I said, bro, whose feet smell like? I said, who smell like green beans, bro? What is that? Bro, everybody was like, hey, dude, they finished his shoes. I said, hey, bro, put your shoes on, man. They smell like green beans and stuff. Dude was like, nah, man, I'm comfortable. He said, bro, put your shoes on. So when Joe was on the Joe was like, hey man, just like, hey man, my wife's on here. He said, put your shoes on. But he was not trying to put his ranky shoes on. Mhm. It ain't mouth be nasty, man. Like I said, I can admit I got some cavities, but I'm like, I'll clean myself. See, still take care of myself. You feel me? Because I understand a smile is important to a woman. So when you got a beautiful woman, you gotta make sure, and that's guess what I'm told. You got a nice smile. You got a nice laugh. So I do. Say, shout out. Because I was sitting there like, you know what I'm saying? They'd be like, "E." Like, "E, dude." Like, they were trying to be silly, man. Hold on. That's why I said, like, boy, smell like a whole honey roasted ham. Like, bro, how you gonna sit there and talk about a woman? And then they be the same one trying to down women, talking about women are fat and women stink and stuff. Like, boy, I know you ain't trying to talk. That's why I said, boy, if y'all smelled his side of the bed, it would smell like clay. Like, dude stinks, dude. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Like, boy, he stinks. Y'all know that smell from Play-Doh? Like, Play-Doh makes it has a distinct smell. That's what he smell like. I be noticing niggas be smell like everything that's a verb. Niggas smell like everything that's an actual thing that we use. You feel me? And I said, but the thing was, they weren't even around the things that we use. I'm like, bro, you ain't even around clay. How you smell like clay? Like, it's crazy. Dude smell like Persian sausage, man. Wasn't even around Persian sausage. Like, bro, that's the fat on his neck. Just stink. You feel me? Dudes want to be washing their clothes, man. That's why I said, if it weren't for women, man, dudes will destroy themselves. They destroy themselves, man. They stink. They need hygiene, everything. It's like, bro, you stink. Yeah, yeah, y'all. Hey, yo, these be the same. These be the same dudes that think they call the league gods people, call the league gods women. I was like, boy, please. I got something that you called. It's called Crest. Crest, Colgate, one or the other. Dad, gonna pick one. Like, is either one. Do you know what Crest and Colgate is? Listerine, Scoop, or something like that. Go on, man. Use something. Dude trying to give out the word of God, boy. Smell like he got a whole tilapia in his mouth. Like, bro, do you got pennies in your teeth? You stink. And they be close talkers too. I'm just like, bro, you know you gotta smell that. I don't feel the reflection coming back. Like, no, you can smell that, man. You know you got a reflection coming back. You smell that. That's why Daddy had to tell the brothers, man, go get mints, man, because they be in people's face stinking, man. They breath stunk. He was saying, man, all y'all go get mints, dude. He said, hey, brothers, mints. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's like an hour before the conference. He said, hey, man, mints. Oh, y'all go get some mints. It must be nasty, man. You know, might be stinking and stuff, bro. Smelling like roast beef. Like, dang, dude, I can smell your lunch. I'm like, bro, y'all don't feel that. Then that's why I said, women, how y'all be kissing dudes? I don't know how y'all be kissing these men. Like, dude be stinking. Dude look like a botched breakfast burrito, man. So botched piece of ham. Like, man, he ain't trying to talk. Buddy look like a discontinued Cabbage Patch character. You sure got the fat face to be one. As much you want to talk about women's weight, I said, well, you know, women are normally, a little bigger because they have to carry kids and their bodies like fluctuate differently. I said, buddy, why did you got double D breasts for? You a man. Some of the Bible says men shouldn't have longer, and they shouldn't have double D titties either. Why you got them? Man shouldn't have a BBL jersey. Why you got one? Yo, fat. I said, yeah, women are supposed to have it because it goes to certain areas. I'm like, it ain't supposed to have it with you. Like, boy, I wouldn't be surprised if I see you in Walmart and the women's out getting a brawl. So, brother, you can't go outside and wear a tank top. You be having most of these men try to get Pete. Try to get Pete. Mm, no. Yeah, I realize again, and I know some people are born with health. I'm not talking about the ones born with health problems. I ain't talking about them. But I said, but some people get that way. They eat themselves to the size of a bison because that's what they want to do. And I notice usually when it comes to women, again, women are different from men. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to a lot of these dudes, I'm just like, bro, you ain't even got no excuse for even being that big. Like you just fat. You just want to be fat. He'll eat up everything, man. Because his mama feed him good. So he want his woman to be like his mom and feed him. Like, nah, Negro. That's why I be trying to tell you. I said, bro, a lot of these conservative men, which I don't understand, that they want to go back to that type of stuff, man. They want women to serve them like that. They want women like how y'all would see movies, how the emperor or somebody's just laying there and they feeding grapes. That's what they want. They want you to be servants, dude. Dudes want you to. They want to step out the shower and y'all dry them off. That's what they want. Like y'all, like they rich. That's what they want, bro. They want women to go back doing that type of stuff, like slave maid type work. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to tell you. I said, boy, if you knew what they was for, man, y'all would look at them crazy too. Like, well, y'all have no idea what they trying to do. That's why they trying to beat the women down with the word, man, because they trying to get them to submit. They trying to get us black folk and foreigners to submit to that too, trying to use Bible verses all out of context, why they can hang you, beat you, whip you, and sell you into slavery. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what they do. And now they mad because of course now they white women especially ain't going for that. You feel me? That's why I told you. I said a lot of people don't like a lot of people, but I'm trying to tell you, bro. I don't think white women like white dudes more than anybody don't like nobody, bro. Some of them just don't like none of them that much, dude. Cause them dudes be doing stuff, man. It's like they ideology, man. They mindset is just different. Now I know why a lot of black women wouldn't date some of them dudes like that ever. You know what I'm saying? Because again, look how they extreme. Crazy. Yeah, fat dudes talking about his woman need to stay fit. Bro, I know a dude like that, man. His old big belly Teletubby having self. You saying, nah, my woman gotta be fit. Why can't you be fit? She shouldn't be able to watch a TV screen on your tummy, you old fat. You know what I'm saying? Said, nah, she gotta have the word of God and look thick. And she gotta be skinny though, proportionate. And then she gotta be proportionate. So she gotta have all this, but she gotta look proportionate. She can't have an attitude. She can't have those days. She gotta love God, cook and clean. I said, brother, they don't exist. They don't exist. Some women might have 5 out of 6. They not gonna have all 7, brother. It's just. And Buddy said he wanted a Haitian or Jamaican. Oh yeah, you definitely don't know the culture, do you? You think she ain't gonna have no attitude, Negro? Get real. Get with the program. I said, boy, white girls got attitude, Jamaican got attitude, black women got attitude, Hispanic got attitude. They all got it, bro. He didn't want her to go off of the time of the month that she had. I said, well, then, brother, go get a man because there is no woman I heard that exists like it. There's no woman that exists like it. I said, so you basically want a porn star. That's what he wanted, like a robot or something. I said, yeah, they don't exist. They don't exist. At least not on planet Earth, they don't. You know what I mean? Yeah, that whole little hourglass shape. I said, boy, you shaped like a lowercase d. Like, how in the world you gonna sit there and talk about what you want an hourglass shape when you shape like one of the letters of the alphabet? Like, Negro. That's crazy. It's like, bro, how in the world how you gonna say that? He thought he was cooking with that. But he watched my daddy all the time. I said, see, stop watching Darby. Stop watching my daddy, man, because you stupid. Like, see how you do stuff like that. Right. I said, nah, bro, you gonna get a trans man. Even they don't want a fat man. You know, was like fat. Y'all trying to see these trans men trying to trick up the good looking brothers. You never see them try to trick up a fat brother. So they don't want y'all. The women don't want y'all. Like, bro, those are the type of dudes think if they black, all the white girls want. Like, no, there's some white girls that black. That's some black dudes white girls don't even like. Like, they just no, they ain't with that. So look at these niggas, man, trying to be all silly. That's why they think they got class when they try to run up on y'all. Y'all like, is that your best comeback? No, that's why I say women, don't y'all fall for that. Which I ain't gotta tell you because I never have. Y'all know y'all ain't stupid. Whatever. It's crazy. What he say? He want a woman that had all that, so she can't have. She got the fruits of the spirit. She can't have a mouth on her. I said, well, good luck in this day and age. And not like mouth is in like just being nasty because some people nasty, but I'm like, but just being a human being, bro. Women are not gonna have their days, dummy. So he was basically saying he didn't want to deal with a woman on none of their problems. I said, so you good with where you at, right? Being single, right? You good with that because you do know when you get with somebody, you're gonna have to do that, right? Duh. You know you have to deal with that, right? When niggas think that this is all in it for them, like niggas be weird. These old Paul Blart looking like type niggas, man. Old mall cop, rent a cop wannabes. Like, that's what happens when you're dumb. You think somebody owe you something. And those be the same Negroes that get around me. I go get around a dude that know a bunch of girls. We see you around a bunch of girls, try to get around them. They do that, bro. I've seen dudes do that. They want to get around me because they see I know a lot of women and they want to, hey, bro, let's see what's up with them. They love watching your story if you're out with your friends because they trying to see it, trying to holler at the girl. Like, no, it don't work like that. She got a type. It's called fit black men. Fit black men, not fat black men. Fit. Yeah, so rent a cop, man. Like, boy. I said, boy, you couldn't do a drill. Everybody know who it is, bro, because you fat. They know they can point you out from a mile away. I said you can't run over there and try to rob somebody because as soon as you try to run away, you're gonna be out of breath, dude. It's not gonna be hard to track you down. Be silly, man. Hold on, y'all. Oh man. Yeah, y'all women be worried, man. That's why I tell you. You know what's funny? You know, I forgot I start carrying on me now. I start carrying like I forgot I had this like my taser or whatever. And then like I carry like the pepper spray and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because I forgot I had these. I keep these in the crib. You feel me? But I forgot I had them. You know, just in case you gotta. Is this thing open? No. Yeah, it still work. Don't spray that. Don't spray that. I said just in case you gotta deal with people that's kind of funny. You know what I'm saying? You might deal with some unruly woman you're spraying. Like I had to deal with that drunk white one the other day. I wish I would have had this because I'd have sprayed it if I did. But I'm like, I know women gotta keep it on them, man, because you got a bunch of weirdos, man. You got a bunch of weird people just doing what they do. You know what I'm saying? And the dudes are in y'all face and then y'all DMs, man, and pulling up to y'all house and you know what I'm saying? Y'all classrooms and all type of stuff. They're gonna be weird. You feel me? You know what y'all do when nigga come to y'all, flash a light in his face. Just keep flashing it. Nigga, who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Hmm. Thank you, right too. Huh? Man, who is right? Dang. You like nigga, who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Things they got juiced on it. See, hold on, see if it work. That still work. Y'all want to see something? Y'all want to see something? Say I won't. Say I won't. Mm, mm, mm. That thing still work. But yeah, I don't know. Y'all be careful, man, because some dude gonna be in your DMs, man, on some thirsty stuff, or you gonna be on some God said stuff. Beware of spiritual weirdos, y'all. They come in many shapes and sizes. Usually they come in the shape of a really large fat man, or they come in the shape of a twig, talking, walking water bug looking food. I've never seen a muscular, good looking brother have to use the word of God and do that. I've never seen it. It's always the little stick foods, the little malnourished looking niggas, or it's the too big looking niggas, the too malnourished looking niggas. They always gotta use it. I wonder why it's a certain type of people that do that, y'all. Wonder why. I show him. That's why I said these men made it not safe out here for me now. They come on here, stranger danger, stranger danger. Come on. Hey, stranger danger, stranger danger, get back. Say, man, look. I'm gonna tell him like, sir, I'm in fear of my life. Stand back. I will tase you, sir. I would love to do so, like I said, niggas talk too much. So you know how much I would love to just put it to their neck and just tase the crap out of them. Like, yeah, we on the ground. Yeah, shut up. Don't say nothing else. Yeah, I think I be playing, boy. I do not like niggas. I don't. Cause I think niggas be thinking I want y'all. I'm like, bro. First off, I'm not a woman, dude. You can talk to them like that because again, they don't really know how to say nothing to you. They might not want to deal with you. I said, brother, I'll deal with you for them and for me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't one of them little women you can run up on. I said, yeah, you dealing with a big old black dude in your face. It ain't gonna be funny no more. That's why they try to come with their little passive aggressive word. And I said, it's gonna cost you your teeth. And when they get around me and they get knocked out, it's not gonna be funny. See, I'm the one person that your little passive aggressive word is not gonna work on. It don't work on Steve. And when I hurt you really bad, I want you to remember, yeah, don't run up to that. Don't run up to random people no more. And try to give them a word because it just might cost you your leg. Your leg might not be working today because I kicked it hard. You're gonna have to take a week off of it. I'm gonna start doing what I call a mule kick. You know how mules kick people real hard? That's what I'm gonna start doing. Hmm. That's what the wrong nigga. Like I ain't come prepared for these. Like, halt! You there, secretary? Well, you want to see me tase myself? You want to see how I look like? See, the red means it's on. That's crazy. And women got to walk around with a taser. Cause some weird nigga gonna mess with them, bro. It's crazy. I tell you, girl, don't let go of that button till the juice run out. Until the battery on that thing run out, keep it on there. Tase him real good. After he's done, he's down. You on the phone like, wait, hold on, let me get back with you. Tase him again. Hit him again, like till it hurts even worse. Y'all women need to get something with the highest power because you want him to be immobile for a good minute after you tase him. Mm. All right, yep. I am about done here, so I don't know where the rest of y'all is or what y'all doing. Don't care either. I done did 2 live streams today. I'm done. Oh man, tomorrow is Friday, so we are going to go enjoy the weekend. So, oh man, wait. It's like spill some liquor. I smell it too. Damn, strong liquor. Oh, this thing.
All right, you fools. I'm out here, man. Got stuff to do. I'm gonna catch y'all. See y'all when I see y'all. Good night, everybody. Peace out.